Hey, wake up.
Cool, thank you very much. Badanki.
Disconnected from your channel.
Hello, Vixen. Yes, good evening.
Hello, Ziel.
Has a bit of a hiccup with a restream, so just opting to go straight for the YouTube live. Let me post the link for everyone.
I'm busy opening my game.
Okay.
Hey, wake up.
Cool, thank you very much. Badanki.
Disconnected from your channel.
Hello, Vixen. Yes, good evening. Good evening, Vixen, and good evening, viewers. Everyone is watching. Before we get going, I'm just going to post that awesome glitch ZAMAJORS intro.
Yeah, no, there was some sort of warp contact between somebody, I'm not sure exactly what, but up the hill at the moment, the Ferrari of Revo all over the back of Bant goes to the outside. There's going to be a drag race, and I think Electrician's going to get involved as well here. They're going to be 3 wide as they go up towards Lakecom. Electrician go between the two of them, they bang wheels, and Bant gets it at the moment. Revo trying to hang it around the outside. He has the inside for the left-hander, and he pushes Electrician off the track. At the moment of about 0.4 of a second, but he's not going to have it for long because Revo has the slipstream. He has the DRS. Going to be very close between the two of them. Bant covers the inside, Revo's to the outside. Electrician looking forward as well. Revo's done it.
I think I can slow down a little bit. I think we're still getting Bishop's still doing big work, getting his second kill onto stage. With Sean suspecting 2 minutes, he was short. Unfortunately, going to get traded out. And one day going down on the side of Kraken. Russ going to get the kill onto Carrizo, and Void put now in a 1v4 situation. With a lot of Rie's balls looking at him. Going to get 2 kills onto the side of Rie's and into a 1v2 situation. Spots out the player, Optimus unfortunately does get taken off by Bishop doing big work.
There we go. Beautiful. Is literally come to life.
He's just going in. He's going in now. It's like he decided, you know what, boys, let me just try. Let me just do whatever I can.
Like
Try and get us in here.
Well played by Disrupt.
Disrupt making the player to connect to here. But Ghostmaster is just on point, getting at the, what is this, the 3rd? Maybe going for the 4th and getting the 4K. What an awesome round from Ghostmaster.
How awesome was that intro? Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks, Vixen, for being out this evening. How are you this evening?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
Alright, thanks, can't complain. Exciting. Welcome tonight to the grand finals of the SMLZA Masters. It's Cartel versus VAC. Very exciting to be here.
An interesting one.
And very exciting indeed.
Absolutely.
Both teams have been playing all season long. It's been a long journey. I'm sure they've stoked to be at the finals.
I think tonight's going to be very intense with both teams. You know, we've seen VAC play, and they're very competitive. You know, aggressive in the maps, rushes quickly to pick the guys off. So I'm not too familiar with the Cartel. I have seen them around, have played against them 1 or 2 times, but I know VAC, and I know they play very aggressively.
Yeah, I mean, and for Cartel to have made it this far, they're obviously doing something right. Yeah, a very interesting map. All to play for now. It is the finals, so you know both teams are going to be on point. Put whatever they've learned through the last season, you know, into practice, and yeah, hopefully the better team was going to win on the evening. Yeah, no, definitely looking forward to this one. Still waiting ready for the teams to get on the server, so we're just going to chill for a bit.
It's going to be all about strategy. You know, they need to compose themselves, make sure they follow the right lines, don't, you know, make stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
Just to ensure that they actually, you know, either get the kills or get the bomb down and get the kills, you know.
Yeah, and as Vak has mentioned before, they don't do a lot of training, but I'm sure they're going to put what they have learned into practice. Mic is very soft. I don't know whose mic, my mic or Vixen's. Let me put her up a bit. Okay, I've increased it, so hopefully it's better on my side, the girl's mic.
Okay, does it sound better now?
Should be better. I've increased it, so just let us know how that is sounding. Yeah, I mean...
Well, considering that it is the final, you know, you would expect from VAC to have some form of a strategy going.
Yeah, and just going over, hopefully they've just gone over what they've learned from the past matches and just put into practice. I mean, there's a cash prize. What is the cash prize?
3,000 rand.
3,000 rand, exactly. And that's from our sponsor, Utini. Let me pop them up. Yes, that's Utini, the sponsor of TeamSpeak. Sorry, and then also the sponsor for the grand prize cash of 3,000 rand. To tonight's winner.
The teams have been asking me, is it best out of 5? No, it's going to be best out of 3, so they're going to eliminate maps, and the last 3 remaining maps are the maps that will be played.
Yeah, standard format. Normally, final standard format for grand finals would be, especially majors, would be a best of 5. But I think everyone's just used to the best of 3 format. That's what we've been doing. That's what they did in the second division, you could call it. So they're definitely running that now. We'll probably be looking at doing a best of 5 for the finals, grand finals of the upcoming competitions. So yeah, that's actually going to be awesome to look for more rounds, more action.
It's gonna be exciting to see what both of the teams do tonight. The maps that they're gonna choose. If I give my prediction, I'm gonna say it will probably be standoff, raid, and possibly Yemen.
Very possibly. I know Vac mentioned they have not actually won a map on standoff, so very interesting to see if they eliminate that one or not. They also mentioned something about cargo, so yeah, my prediction might be a raid cargo slums, but we'll have to look and see.
Yeah, we know that raid is one of the favorites, especially when you have strong teams such as VAC and the Cartel.
Yeah. They're saying not too sure if they're going to be confident enough to pick a standoff. But good luck to both teams. May the best team win.
Absolutely. Yes, thanks again to Cedar for putting this tournament together.
Okay, we're just waiting for the teams to arrive, and then hopefully we'll get started shortly.
Yeah, I see they're all joining on slowly, but they're getting
Loading in
the
there.
players together.
Slow Sunday evening, just taking it as easy as it comes.
Oh yes.
Just get enough minutes in before the game starts. Calm the nerves.
I don't think that these guys are nervous though.
No, I mean these guys are, I would say, professional,
They're
semi-pro.
more
So
overly confident.
so looking at the teams of the cartel, we've got Unborn, Ratix, Synoptics, and Sheer. Animal still has to choose a team. On the side of VAC, of course, we've got Spybotica, Daddy Cool, Nazda, or Naz, Q101. Calling now, I suppose Viper's going to be picking up the scope. I'll have to look at the cartel side. Is he going to scope on their side?
Yeah.
Let me see if we can get some info from Daddy Cool.
I think Spybotica is gonna stand out tonight. You know, he's an all-rounder, plays very well every match.
Yeah, definitely. A Q101 also a good entry killer, so he's going to get a lot of the entry frags. So also another one to look out for. Animal, obviously, just an animal for the cartel. I know he's can also be quite an aggressive player. So is it going to be an animal versus spy map or match?
Oh yes, I think it's gonna be between the two of them. Animal's just as good as a player.
They're just trying to figure out who's won the coin toss.
Yeah, they just asked me now as well. So I'm on the website. It doesn't say. So I'm just going to find out from my informant.
The insider.
Yes.
Okay, well, we've kind of predicted who's going to be the standout players for each team. Any idea who's going to win this one? What are your predictions? Looks like questions falling on deaf ears. Just the performance of Vac hardly dropping, very few rounds. I'm going to have to predict Vac as the outcome, but
Hey, Vixie, can you hear me?
Hi.
So we're gonna
Lithium.
knife for the first pick.
So they're going to knife for choosing the rounds.
Thank you very much. Hello, viewers.
Thanks.
Good evening, Daddy Cool, and the rest of the gang. Yeah.
So you're throwing now, so.
I'm Daddy was saying hi to all the viewers.
Yeah, as I asked before, what's your prediction for the outcome of this finals?
This is going to be a tough one. Looking at the players, both teams have. Vax got Spybotic on Q101, who's very strong. And then Viper's also not too bad, especially with his sniping. Then on the other side, we've got Unborn and Animal, who we know, obviously Synoptics as well, who play very well. So I actually don't want to tell you who I think is going to win this one.
Okay, so it's just going to have to look and see. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself.
Okay, looks like jumping to raid. I think it's going to be a knife round to see who gets to choose maps first and who gets to choose sides. God, Naz has gone for a scope, so I don't know if they're going knife live, yeah. So I can have a quick look. So, yeah, Naz is on the scope. Yeah, I don't think they're going to pick a scope for the knife round, so I'm not too sure who's going to be for the cartel. Animal got with a shotty. Let's see if he sticks with that. There's two shotties. I think they're just going for knife round weapons. So
Yeah,
not the
I think
final
winner
list of
this round
weapons.
will eliminate first.
So not going to give a clear indication on who's on what weapons. Okay, they're pushing through to the fountain. The cartel with two quick knife kills. The third, and the fourth, and the fifth. This is Q. Wow, safe at the only fourth.
That went quick.
The cartel is
always
practicing their
does.
knife. Their knifing. Now the thing is, does cartel know the record of VAC on on standoff? So is this the map they're going to choose or not? The man's way to knife.
They might
Oh,
even throw
Sherbet,
Gurkha
yeah,
or
sorry.
even go for any of the popular maps.
You should be seeing the live screen. That knifing was just too exciting, I forgot to change it. But as you heard, I hope you heard, the cartel with very quick 4 kills, and then the fourth one just coming in shortly after. So that gives the cartel the choice of map, pick first. And then I think VAC will then choose the side they want to be on as the first choice.
So if you guys just joined, Utini is the sponsor of this tournament, and the prize money going towards tonight's final is 3,000 Rand for the winning team. It's very exciting, you know. The future holds very very good, how can I put it, prospects for the game, you know. Black Ops 4 coming out, the CSGO teams, the Formula 1. So it's very exciting to see what's coming up, you know.
Yes, and even the Counter-Strike league also has gotten off on its way, and yeah, there's a lot of teams in there playing. So yeah, a lot of games we've played. Hopefully, a lot of prizes, and yeah, just good old fun. Bringing the gaming community of South Africa together.
Absolutely. And then, of course, Seether, thank you for bringing this tournament together, you know, making it happen. I have to give you a shout out too.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Siva. Yes.
Okay, so the maps they're going to play tonight. First
Insider
slums,
news. Slums first. Okay.
then raid. So there's our raid, and then overflow.
Overflow. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Not a very overly played map. Yeah, just Daddy Cool confirming in raid. Well, slums first, then raid, and then if they go to a draw, then overflow will be played to decide. So this is a best of 3 grand finals of SML Black Ops 2.
I'm so excited for this. My palms are actually sweating.
We're going straight into the game now. Let's see if we can have a quick look at the teams. Looks like we got a crash. Yeah.
Yes. Screen of death in Black Ops 2.
Okay, just waiting for them to restart the lobby, and we should be on our way shortly.
I see Nasda's playing for VAC tonight. He didn't play the last one we streamed.
He was coming in, but then he went out the next round, so he didn't play at all. No. So very not too sure exactly what his playstyle is. I did cast him on the previous match with the VAC. That was so far ago, far away. I couldn't remember. I think we are ready. And we are going this one. Let's go.
Quite away.
User joined your channel.
Okay, so quickly, let's see. We've got Daddy Cool on SMG. Nasda is picking up the scope. Q101 Assault. Animal with SMG. Synoptics on the scope for the cartel. Share with SMG. Unborn with Assault. Let's switch to our...
He's taking Assault tonight.
He is taking Assault. He's leaving it to Nasda. See what Nasda can do on the scope. Now let's go to the... Normally the guy who gets the opening fire kills, Q101. Let's see what he can do. He's pick up an Assault. So he's going to try and pick those long range shots. Going towards A, I suppose, just trying to see if there are any flankers coming through. Spywater gets the first kill of the match. Daddy with a follow-up with a headshot, the animal. So I should have started with Spy there, but Q11 let me down. He normally gets the opening kills. Just waiting to make sure the site is clear before they go for the plants. Right, the bomb in hand has gone down. Animal just rushes in there, stops the bomb plants. Here's the bomb plant, he's going to go for peek. The Animal gets his third kill onto Naz.
He's last life. He's got 2 players left.
Here's last live. Spybot here, they just waiting to listen to the defuse. Does peek. Q11 does back him up. Looks like he's going to try and rely on his pistol scots, and their Spy takes that Animal. Strong first round for both teams. Animal getting 3 kills. Spy picking up the opening. Spy leading the charge here. Let's have a look. Holding back a bit, not pushing through. Sign with a switch over to Unborn, who's covering over the bomb site. Does get hit markers, but doesn't manage to get the kill. Viper assaults into Animal. Unborn not able to pick up a second. Scythe a quick kill onto Nazda. Sai rushing in. Aim just a bit off there. Then Spy capitalizes. Quick lock onto the body here. Yeah, as we predicted, Spy just pulling ahead. Already on 5 kills, no deaths.
He's a beast tonight.
They're saying this is the finals, I'm going to show up. And he is showing up. Animal, let's see if we can get a nade kill. Not even getting a hit marker. Switch over to Spy. Looking to push in with his SMG. Is blinded though. Has to fall back. Naz with a nade onto Animal. Scoping through Graveyard. Not spotting anyone. Unborn, let's spot a player towards garage side. It crosses over safely. Synoptics shear. With a killer piece. Retix Viper, very quick kills. Sheer also.
Spybotika's last life for Vac.
1v1 situation here. Does he have the flash? Does he know where it came from though? Spy bomb in hand. Fakes the plants. Doesn't know where Sheer is. Sheer not knowing where Spy is either though. The bomb is going to go down, so he'll know now. Not in a position to see if he crosses or not. Does see him though. And a victory pistol shots there.
Yeah. 1 round for the cartel. I've picked up that Vac actually is holding back with the planting.
They are holding back, but as they've done before, they'll hopefully switch it up and play some aggressive rounds, play their slow rounds.
Very well played by Shell.
Just keeping composed, getting that last kick. Okay, Naz on scope. He's gonna scope over to B site. Almost all of the cartel is in mid, just covering. Sheer with an 8 kill, Daddy with an SMG kill. Animals have followed to death.
Through going towards B, so he's gonna try and pick them off. Gets the 2 kills.
That's the second round for the cartel. Bringing it to a draw, 2-2. So far, yeah, really just a cracker again. Okay, we do swap sides, so now Vac to defend the bomb sites. Take a look at Naz now. Scoping through to Graveyard. No one's speaking though. Let's move over to the B side. Unborn back over towards garage side. Let's see what Spy's doing. Just holding mid, waiting for any rushes to rush through. He's backed up by Daddy Cool.
The cartel is holding back, you know, waiting for back to push them.
Quite a strong setup they've got here, just covering mid, but Animal does manage to get a kill there. He's seriously injured though, does hold back just to heal up. Waiting for any flankers. Doesn't look like the cartel. Vac is going to be flanking anytime soon. Flash onto Q101, he is blind. Does manage to survive though. And Q101 does take out Ratix though. So it's an optics left, but gets taken out by Q101. Yeah, I think Vac is going to try and defend against any sort of bomb plants and win as many of these defends as possible. See if they can strengthen the lead. Let's take a look at Animal. He's pushing with his pistol. Ratix with the nade onto Spy. The danger man is out for Vac. Vac, very cool. Naz though, it's a nade kill, double nails here. They can afford to be a bit aggressive now, as they've got a man up. And his Sound Optics now left alive with a scope in hand. Nothing to save, my friend. He gets taken out.
Oh, he should have just picked up another gun. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's caught. Yeah, it's a bit caught out of position there. Yeah, I mean, Vac just knowing they've got the numbers advantage, they can be aggressive now to take out the last two players. Okay, Unborn with bomb in hand, going towards the mid side. He's picked up a shotgun. Okay, they know somebody is towards graveyard with that nade on him. Q101, the nade kill. Spamming through the smoke. Daddy Cool does fall to sheer. He shot at through blue house, that's from Nazda.
Unborn still holding back with the bomb in graveyard.
Just waiting for the peek. He does see him behind the van. What a nice kill onto Sheer. Q1 gets taken out. And we'll take out Spy Botika. Spots a player up on the statue. It's a 2v1, so just a nice covering there of the teammates. Teammates in trouble, so rushes to defend him. Yeah, I can see a bit of teamwork, you know, shining through for Vac there.
No, definitely. And as predicted, Spy Botika is on top with 10 kills and 5 deaths for Vac. And then Ratix is on top for the cartel with 8 kills and 6 deaths.
Nazda not getting the kill, but then nade kill onto Sheer by Spy Botika. Yeah, Unborn struggling a bit. But he is the bomb boy, so has to hold back. Wait for his teammate to do some work. Okay, they are going towards A. Animal, can he make an opening for them? He's taken up a Viper though. Viper's going to call out that there's 2 players dead on their side, and that the bomb is most likely going to go A. Ratix pushes through, but not past Viper. Very cool, finishes off Synoptics.
I think if the players hold back too long, it's a disadvantage for the team, you know, because it gives the other players the chance to find their spots and stick to them.
And they're just feeling the pain of Vac, so it's you know, stinging for them. So they're keeping back just because of that reason, I think. But yeah, as you say, they may just get that confidence in. Just be more aggressive, get the utility out. Spy just waiting for any rushes through graveyard.
nade kill.
Onto Nazda. So they know the sniper overwatch is out. So they can... Well, not really need to be over-aggressive now. Spy though gets a kill on Synoptics. A refrag though from Animal to Daddy Cool.
Animal takes out Viper.
Sheer not able to... Oh, Spy didn't see Sheer there in the corner.
So Q101's last life.
Last alive. He gets spotted out there, and then there he is.
Oh, he gets
Sheer
taken
pushes
as
in
well.
though.
Oh, and he gets taken out by Animal.
Animal.
Well, this round was well played by the cartel.
Oh, they just need to defend, just sit back, get the calls out. Okay, looks like Nazda is timing possibly. Switch over to Sheer. Plenty of nades over the blue building.
Yeah, Nasta timed out for this round.
He has timed out. It is an advantage though to the cartel. And we get the second kill pick. Viper just holding back with bomb in hand. They're just waiting now, just hoping for the guys to push
picked
in.
up the bomb, actually.
Come on, screen says Viper's got the bomb, but anyway, Spy does go down to Unborn. They're being aggressive now, just pushing, knowing they got that numbers advantage. Daddy though does pick up Sheer. Ratix the kill onto
Nasta has connected
Ratix.
back into the game.
Animal just holding on to B bomb side. Bomb those all the way over into garage. Last player alive is going to try and save something. I don't know what he's going to try and save. Sees dignity. Spots the first player. He can try and go for the play, but Animal doing what Animal does best and picks him off.
That range though with the SMG. Oh, look at that, just one shot kill.
Well, he was hurt, so hopefully
Yeah,
the call probably came out. Listen, the guy's hurt. Just one shot him, one tap him. Hey, Viper with bomb in hand. Does spot the play over to bomb side. The smoke might indicate that somebody's going to push through. Sheer picking up two players.
Q101's picked up the bomb.
One player over to building, the rest just defending the mid.
Q takes out Animal.
Animal is taken out. That leaves blue open, but somebody's rotating to cover that spot now. Okay, this Q101 lost alive. Just peeking over the wall. Spots it, but Sheer does take him out.
You can see the game just got real, you know, with 1 point between the two teams. So they'll both need to compose themselves and, you know, work together as a team.
Yeah, the cartel really holding back this round. A change up from the previous round. Unborn Animal 2 kills each, well, 1 each. Animal picking up Nazda. And then the final kill with Unborn onto Viper.
The cartels had a slow start, but you can see that they're picking up their game now and they're bringing it back.
Just analysing the previous round, seeing what they went wrong. Composing themselves. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 13 each for Spy and Animal on top of their scoreboards. 9 deaths apiece. Animal does got 14 now. The nade. Unborn.
Gets a kill.
He does spot a player on B through the smoke, but is caught out by the nade. There's just 2 players left on Vac. Naz with 2 quick kills there. And Daddy with the final kill on Synoptics. Don't know if he got stuck on the doorway trying to get through there, but nice by Daddy Cool there. Let's take out the Daddy of Cool. Throws a grenade over towards A Street. Not finding anyone. Synoptics with a kill onto Nazda. But looks like
Q101 dodging all the nades.
And Bournemouth Bomb just trying to get a peek over wall. He's going to run into Daddy Cool. Daddy Cool takes him out. Any second kill, it's Animal. Daddy Cool just holding down the blue kitchen. Marketplace. Flanking right around. Is he going to catch them off guard? No, they're already on bomb site now. They're ready to plant and defend. All the way to the wrong bomb site. Does realize it now. Making his way over through to graveyard.
I think he knows he might be in trouble here.
Definitely just the numbers advantage. Spies turn to drop out. So now again, with a man advantage at the beginning of the round.
Nice.
Yeah, Cartel just the Cartel just composing themselves. You know, they're playing not overly aggressive, but just aggressive enough to get the frags. Just clear the bomb sites. Unborn bomb in hand, just peeking over to mid, spots the sniper. He's going to re-peek him. He's going to hold that angle. Very risky move there. Q101 there, so nade onto Sheer. Does go back for the re-peek. Not the wisest of choices, but is taken out eventually. Spice SMG is pushing over to graveyard. Not overcommitting, does hear some gunshots through garage. Just spamming through the wall. Not getting in his pockets. Spider picks up Ratix. And it's all Animal now. That's what Q1 on. Can he hear this? Does he hear him? No, he doesn't hear him. And that's full. Showing off his pistol skills.
Yeah, it's always fastest fingers first.
Okay, I was going to say Spire is struggling, but he's just joined again after disconnecting, so he's on one kill. Oh, nice nade by Ratix. Take out the scope and Spybotica. Daddy though, is he still over towards... Okay, he's moved over towards B to cover. It's going to hold, try and stop the push through smoke. Unborn there picks up Viper. Spots Synoptic somehow through the smoke. Picks up his second one on statue, Ratix.
So Unborn's going in for the plant.
Unborn does get the bomb down. Again, it's over towards A.
And Daddy Cool, last life fall back.
They just got to watch the angles, just cover each other. Just set up some sort of crossfire there. Should be able to stop him. And Unborn with a shotgun pistol.
Yeah, this spot in kitchen is so bad because you never know when somebody's there if they just lie down on the correct angle.
Yeah, and if there's nobody there and you do look over towards it, you're going to be taken out from another angle. So yeah, it's a very tricky spot. But well played by Ratix. Okay, we have swap sides again. Zach with bomb in hand. Take a look, Yonan is going to get nade kill, as he normally does. Pushes the way through to blue.
They're holding back a bit, but it seems like they're favoring B.
They've got two players over towards a blue building, so quite possibly going to pick up Q101. Spy with a Daddy then with the second kill on Zratix. Now just waiting, just trying to get 1 or 2 more picks. Animal just waiting for any sort of push onto B-bomb side. He's going. Okay, that is a smoke. Not going to cover him though. He's going to be able to spot them if they do try and push him. A lot of gunfire over to A. That is a decoy smoke. Bomb is down though. They have to go and pick it up. I'm going to rotate. Not able to pick up the kill, but is rotating over towards B. Animal that does finish off Q101 to save that round. Very, very close game, I must say.
It is
Very tight
close.
game.
I did find that back hold back too long with this round.
Well, I think just trying to change it up. Just, you know, throw off the cartel, but they're not falling for it that time.
Yeah.
As this, see if we can get a pick over towards B. As the smoke does bloom over. Obstructs his view, not able to spot anyone. Two players looking over towards Graveyard. Sheer over the broken wall. They do a gunfire grass and throw a nade over, and Daddy with a nice kill, and then Sheer with a follow-up. The Animal aggressive, peek up by him, unborn though. Gets the final kill. Zach again, just playing slightly more aggressive, yeah.
You can see it's also a very good game because the map isn't going so quickly as it would normally be expected to do.
I think both teams is realizing they're against as strong a team as they are, so no reason to play too fast, too aggressive. But it is needed to win some of those rounds. There's with a nice nade kill. Pick up Animal, just very quick kills this round.
Sure, unborn last life for the cartel.
Is flashed out. A lot of smoke over towards B that are able to plant though, and Spy just spots him under the smoke. Just spots him under the smoke. Take a look at the map overview. 4 players towards B-bomb side to the bomb, and 1 just waiting for the push.
That's a nice nade kill, Spy Botica.
Spy's out, so it's up to Daddy Cool to try and play the sort of Russia role. Q1 does fall, but Nazda does follow up with the kill. It's unborn. Shit, just holding an angle behind Van to see if they do push B. Does a quick turnaround, throws a nade towards Graveyard. Nazda with bomb in hand. Picks up an assault rifle. Moving slowly over towards A. They are spotted out. Are they going to commit though? Time is running out. They're going to have to commit to one side, just get the pick and plant. Ooh, just a hail of bullets just spamming through that wall. Time is going to run short. Is he able to get the bomb plants? He might just get the bomb down. No, it's in time though. Animal just all over him. It's actually well played by the cartel, just to stop them, just put them under pressure, stop the bomb plants.
Very well played, I must agree with you there.
So Vac in a bit of trouble, yeah? The score is now 11-9 to the cartel. Animal just leading the way for cartel. Daddy Cool just has to follow up for Vac. Sign Optics gets a kill onto Nazda. The one script takes out the other. Q1 on with a quick kill onto Unborn. Am I underwater? Brosef. I think it's just my mic playing up a bit. Spy, I think, pick onto Sign Optics.
You sound fine on my side,
Shit.
but I don't know what the outcome is on YouTube.
On the stream itself.
Yes.
Not too sure.
Unless it's my sound that's coming through.
Not sure.
Just to let everybody know that Ziel has boosted my sound. It might come through differently.
Well, there have been no complaints so far. If there's any issues, just let us know. If I start gurgling, just call the ambulance. I'm born not spotting anyone through blue. There's the peeking over towards garage from bomb side. Sai with the first pick on Q1. Cartel just slowing down the pace a bit, yeah? Just waiting for those entry kills. Ratix picking up Daddy Cool. Waits to heal up before he gets a repick. It's Spy on him. Animal there does the follow-up kill. Animal. And Unborn finishes off. That's 12-10 to the Cartel. Is this the final round of Slums? Or can the Cartel, Vac, do anything to bring it back? Vac, they are calling a dead round though. Just one too many disconnects from them. Which makes you wonder, what sort of effect are these disconnects having on them as a team? Dead round, and they're just fixing rotations.
They played. Okay, so they're fixing rotations. Just looking at how they've played this map so far, there's a strong possibility that we might go into a third map.
Certainly. Okay, I mean, Cartel won the knife round, so they obviously chose Slums as their opening map. Obviously, know they were strong on it. If they did any damage, then yeah, they win it, and hopefully just throw away the second round. If they, you know, they're definitely confident they would win the first round. So yeah, maybe they were just playing for the third map, which is a strategy on its own.
That might possibly be the reason. So if the Cartel takes one more round, then they win Slums. Vac would need to take 3 more rounds to win this map.
But there's pause and also giving Vac chance to just talk amongst each other, and if the map doesn't crash, we'll go into the final rounds, hopefully. But yeah, I think just this pause just gives Vac time to compose themselves as well. So let's have a look. The score we're currently sitting on is 10-12 to the Cartel. The Animal, as you predicted, is doing all the work for them, and Spy did... well, before it disconnected, was doing a lot of work.
The game has crashed on my side.
Yeah,
so I'm going back.
Expected.
I'm joining back on Daddy Cool now.
Reynard, so what sort of issues are you having? Is it buffering or not loading for you? Is it the quality of the stream? Yeah, they can't win anymore. If they do,
Oh, yes.
that is a draw. That is correct.
My bad. Thanks, Iros, for that correction.
But a draw will then just give them, you know, a strong opening for their second map, if it is their map that they've, if they opted to choose maps first. So if the next map is Vax, it'll just be a strong opening for them, which is going to be Raid.
Go, Mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Think we are ready?
Ready? Ready?
Once again, the final few rounds of Slums, the first map of this grand final between VAC and the Cartel. The Cartel in the lead, 12 rounds to 10.
The sponsor for this tournament is obviously Utini, and the prize money is 3,000 Rand for the winning team.
And while we're loading the map, we just got enough time just to pop up our proud sponsor there.
Okay, so they're going to run with 2 dead rounds now.
Yeah, they just laid each other for 2 dead rounds. Yeah, and last night there was an incident where a lot of major Vumatel had major issues on their connection. A lot of guys disconnected last night. I was down until about 11 or 12 o'clock this morning.
We also had some fiber issues on our side this morning.
So maybe that is related. But everything seems to be going sort of smoothly my side, so if there's any issues with the stream, just let us know. Yes, it is live in 12:10. What is VAC going to do now after the short pause? Are they going to change it up a bit? Spy though is taken up by Nate, very unnecessary. I think just want to get in there, get the kill, but not thinking that this nade's going to come through, and just catches him off guard.
I've got eyes on Unborn, and he's leaning towards A with the bomb.
I'm also going to rotate where if there are picks on B, but yeah, going through to Graveyard. And nade kill onto Sun Optic though. Spots the player onto the statue, takes him out. That is Daddy Cool going down. So the 2 big players for VAC are out. Ratix just trying to cover his teammates from broken wall side. As he pushes through, he does take him out. Very nice play by Ratix, but he's taken out by Q101. Just holding statue now. Animal though, on bomb site. Q109 just quick enough on the pistol to finish him off. They do know where he is now. Argon off for the bomb plant.
Q101 spots them towards A.
Sheer though, just defending his teammate. They're just going to try and set up some sort of crossfire and make sure Q101 can't do any damage. If he takes a 1 player, then the other one should be able to finish him off. Sheer though finishes off. So that is the first map down to the Cartel. It's a very nice comeback. They brought it back for
Very
about
strong comeback. Slow start in the beginning, but very well played, and they've taken this map. Well done.
well, they came back from way behind. There's about 9-3 down or so.
Yes.
So next map will be Raid. And now, as I say, Looks like they're already. Hopefully it doesn't crash.
Yep. Are you guys ready? One guy says getting water.
If you guys need a water boy, I'm available.
Dash, dash.
Yeah, so interesting now if this is Vax map choice, how's it going to play out?
They're gonna have to compose themselves with this map, stick together as a team, and not wander off too far apart. And especially need to watch out for the nades on B.
Ons is terug, julle man. Ek kan maar gooi as julle reg is.
Okay, looks like they're ready to go. Yeah, I mean nades can cause so much damage and havoc.
Be ready.
Alright, cool.
Looks like they're ready, and as I said, hopefully we don't crash.
A very long countdown from 40 seconds.
Yeah, just enough time, I suppose, to make sure everybody gets in the server. No crash though, so we are going straight in, which is nice. So Nazda sticking with a shot with a sniper. Synoptics with a scope on his team. Okay, they are fanning about, sort of traditional two player each bomb site and one to cover the mid. Zach with a beautiful snake kill onto Unborn and then follows onto Ratix. Daddy Cool has got the bomb. Has called it at the spot of the player, the animal. They know where Synoptics is. And Spybotica finishes off there. Daddy, they didn't have a look at him, but he was right past mid into their spawn almost. Yeah, I mean, just that nade opening up a space for him to push through. He's going to do the same thing now. Just spamming through bedroom window. Spy with the opening kill. But Synoptics does re-pick him. Synoptics gets his second kill. Daddy though was going to try and push through, but he's taken by Ratix. It's Viper now all on his own to defend now against the two players of the cartel. Does see the player then by the statue. Making slow early, but then there he is now, so gets the first pick.
It's just Viper and Unborn.
Unborn left. Unborn just holding a passive angle. Just waiting for Synopsis. Does see him on the bomb. Not getting the pick. It's
Wow,
Viper though.
what a kill.
Just taking advantage of Unborn's missed shots there. Beautiful kill there by Viper. Take a look at Q101. Pushing assault over towards B site, towards the laundry. Nades over towards the white van. Hoping to get a pick. Not this time. Daddy Cool Nazda pushing up quite aggressively with a scope even. If he gets caught out here, even if he gets one pick, he's going to get left almost stranded, yeah. Q1 on first pick onto Animal. Two players over towards Statue, that's Spy and Q101. Nazda just quite aggressive hold here with a pistol. Daddy does pick up Synoptics. Unborn just holding back in spawn. Vac playing fairly aggressively so far.
Cartel. He gets Nazda down.
Well, they know roughly where he is at the moment. Has to try and get the bomb plant down, but Swiper spots him out. Strong showing so far by Vac. Being aggressive, getting the kills. Daddy though, again nade over towards mid. Viper just spamming through the bedroom window. Vac with the first kill onto Synoptics. They do spot to play over towards bedroom. And that's Unborn with the bomb down. Spy picks up Ratix. Bomb is down towards bedroom side over A.
She is going to pick it up.
If they let him. If Daddy does get the kill. Well, they know where the bomb is, so they're just going to cover it. I mean, Animals is going to get surrounded now. Okay, he has got the thought to look behind him. Daddy, they're just waiting to see if he does push back behind. Do they know he doesn't have the bomb yet? Animal there. Traded out by Daddy Cool.
Another slow start for the Cartel. Be interesting to see if they're going to bring back some rounds towards the mid of the game.
Yeah, okay, they're going over to defense now. Yeah, I think just taking those 4 rounds to see what is Vac doing, which areas are they pushing, which areas are holding, and take it back into the next round where they have to try and plant again. Now Vac with bomb in hand. Viper going down, does drop the bomb. Quite an aggressive push over here towards mid. By 2, well, there was 3, now 2 of the Vac players. Spy Botica in the pit. It does catch Synoptics unaware. Naz is peeking over the doorway towards Laundry. Does spot somebody in there. But the call is out. Bomb is going towards A side, so they're moving over just the 2 left. Scoreboard so far, we've got Viper on top with 6 kills, 2 deaths, and the Animal only 4 kills and 5 deaths for the Cartel. Bomb does go down. They just have to defend now. Set up their crossfire. Opposite each other on the map. This is fairly decent crossfire here. First play is spotted out. Q101 can follow up if need be. Nice pistol kill by Nazda onto Ratix. Flash is coming out, just trying to hold him back as much as possible. Unborn now, lost alive, picks up the first, but not able to pick up the second.
Did you see that kill?
Nice effort though, yeah.
You can see he wasn't sure where this guy's coming from, and when he saw him, he pistoled him.
It was a nice cross the map crossfire setup there by Vac. Just ensuring if one of them does fall, the other one can pick up the kill. Let's see how Nazda is doing. Trying to get a pick, nice nade by Animal. Animal now just pushing through, picks up his 3rd kill. Q101 though.
Fetch the bomb.
Daddy Cool left alive now.
He's got the entire team against him.
Surely they see him, he doesn't see him. And that's Animal. Not exactly sure where he is at the moment. He's just sitting there. He spots out 2 players. He's finally spotted out. That is Animal. Oh! As I say, nice pistol kill, but that was Unborn. The first round for the cartel. Okay, 2 players pushing through gallery. Nading over towards B. Hordes of nades just flying over the map. Wow, this is a very fast round. And the
round.
and Ratic's the final player to fall. There's just so much going on there. Impossible to keep track of. The knife kill, followed up by the SMG. Let's take a look. What is the cartel going to do now? Okay, they're pushing 3 players over towards A site. Okay, 1 is going back towards mid. So there's 3 on A. They're going to push through mid. Daddy Cool with 7 now on top. Animal on top of that. 2 players. Oh, Nezda just spot him out. Tries to get a jump shot. Unborn there, finishes him off. Nice spy bot to get the knife through from behind onto Sai. Sheer though is there to follow up. Okay, Viper last alive for the back. Has bomb in hand.
It does look like the cartel's doing a slow start and then bringing it back mid-game.
Yeah, I think just Animal spotting out Viper there. Yeah, I think the VAC cartel just analyzing the map, formulating the strats and now executing them. Animal there with just good aim there. Okay, we switch sides again, that's defense. So let's see what cartel has learned. Trying to have a look at Nazda. It was quite aggressive here with his scope. Pushed straight into the mid. But he's holding back. Daddy Cool there does pick up a kill there through the wall. Daddy now knows there's an opening. He's pushing, does spot the bomb. They know where the bomb is. Q101 falls, takes out Animal. The call has come out, they know where the bomb is. Retic sheer completely offside. Sheer now left alive.
Didn't see him on.
Sees the first player, then where he is now. Gets his second onto Nazda. Daddy Cool. Daddy Cool and Viper. Well, they know where the bomb is, so they just got to do coverage now. Viper there is going to try and push him. Sure, the knows there's a guy out behind him. Does take him out. It's now it's a 1v1 situation. A bit unnecessary, I think, from Viper. He knows where the bomb is. Just fall back to his teammate. But does try to go for the pick. But Daddy does finish it off quite nicely there. Q101's primary pistol is... Q101's primary weapon is the pistol.
This is actually a very nice round to watch. You know, with Sheer bringing back the kills and stuff, but unfortunately he got taken out last round. Oh.
Just not enough to win the round.
Exactly.
They're not finding a nade kill. Is he going to try and spam through the wall again? Nope, just scoping over towards the statue there. They've got 2 players over towards B.
Very cool. Takes it out.
2 Animal though.
Animal lost.
Lost alive and Q101. A knife kill followed up by an assault kill. Just using everything at his disposal. Knives, pistols, grenades. Take a look at the other side. Trying to spam through the wall. He's in. No, through the smoke, but does not pick up any hit markers there. Animal. Nice.
2 on A.
Vac though does take him out.
By Daddy Cool.
But do they know Animal is pushed through yet? This far yet? I mean, there is one player over towards Blue Van, but he pushes right past him. He's going to flank right around. Is he able to capitalize on this? Vac though.
Animal takes down Nesto.
But they know where he is now.
At the kitchen.
Ratchik's got the bomb in hand. Does spot that the player. That's Q11, does fall. Viper there now. Ratchik does have bomb in hand.
He gets
nice kill onto Viper. He is damaged so badly, Daddy Cool just taps him down. Yeah, I mean...
Daddy Cool's on 13 kills, 5 deaths, and Animal, the cartel's on 13 kills, 9 deaths.
The cartel's is really struggling, yeah, not able to get any good rounds together.
Yes.
They do spot an aggressive player. Spy though, first kill Daddy with the second. Animal.
This map is going a lot quicker than what Slums did.
A lot quicker. Yeah, definitely a VAC map, just very confident. Spy and Q11 just helps him there. With a pistol kill again, his favorite weapon.
You know, like you say, this is a VAC map, but for all we know, Overflow might be the cartel's map.
Naz with first kill. Just nades, just raining down, getting all the kills so far. Spy follows up there with his SMG. And his final kill into Unborn. That was definitely a nade round. Just showing how devastating nades can be.
So win 2 more rounds to take this map. And then they will go into playing the third map, which is Overflow.
That takes us to the third map. Which is a cartel map, just looking at the statistics. Yeah, very interesting. Animal though, nice nade onto Sign Nazda. Okay, bomb is towards A, 2 plays in mid. That Spy pushing aggressively, but just taken out by Animal, just winning that gunfight. Just trying to see if there is anybody over towards A. Are there future plants? Does put somebody over towards the window. Spot the player in mid. Animal with a headshot into Daddy Cool. Bomb, they're still favouring A. They know where Animal is in the bank, in the vault. I mean, the cartel's just converging on A. They're going to dift. Try and stop this plant, and they do. Yeah, just the numbers favouring the cartel this round. Which brings the score now to 11-3. Animal just doing a lot of work, not getting enough rounds of his team, 17, and Daddy Cool on 16. Not seeing anyone, gets throws native towards A. Let's have a look at the bomb. Bomb there holding back behind A site. Zach just very aggressive again. He does take him out. Daddy, spy, just getting the kills.
Animals last life for TC.
Picks off 2. Oh, they're just going to try and hunt him down. They know which general area he's in. What's the first? The second? Just too many.
It's like proper
Not-
Russian roulette, this.
Yeah, back just on the hunt, on the prowl. Sees the prey, spots him out. And Spy goes in for the kill. Yeah, the cartel, they just got to just try and stop the push of back. They just... Oh, Unborn with a team kill onto Synoptics.
Vertex takes on Q101.
Animal with a second kill onto Daddy Cool. I mean, not too many other kills for his team. I mean, Sheer next on the list for 8th, only 8. And the rest is only 5 and 6. So Animal almost soloing this map. Viper and Nazda just back towards gallery side, pushing through mid now. Nazda just calling, listen Viper, A site looks open, come and plant. Yeah, he's going to try to go for the plant, and Nazda's going to try and cover him. Does smoke up for cover, but they know now the bomb is on A.
No, so I guess a pistol kill.
That's spotting through the smoke, just spams Sheer there. Pick up 2 quick
So
kills
this
there.
might even be a comeback for the cartel.
Yeah, I mean, has Cartel downloaded the strats of Vac? They know how Vac is aggressive, how they push. It's 12-4, it's a very tough task now. Vac only needs 1 round to finish this. And it's a defense round, so advantage Vac, I think. Naz is spamming the smoke. Unborn has picked up the scope, spots the play over to towards the vault, but not picking him up. Now Viper switched over towards A side into the water. Very quick kills. There's only Sheer left now. The Viper in the perfect position to spot him out, and he does, and takes him out at the same time. Second map goes to Vac. So it's a draw now. First map goes to Cartel, the second map Raid goes to Vac. Which brings us to the third map, the deciding map, which is Overflow. And semantically speaking, it is a Cartel pick. So how is Vac going to adjust to it? Let's have a look.
What are your predictions, Ziel?
Well, looking at what the Cartel did on their map slums, and if this is their second sort of map choice, it might just be a case of them just going slowly again, just seeing what Vac does. And if it is their map, just, then start playing into the strats that they've hopefully stratted for the map. But Vac, just so many strong players, Daddy Cool, Spy. It's a difficult one. I think just because of the strength of the players, I'll put it towards Vac. I'll give it to Mac. Vac.
Animal plays this map very well. He loves this map.
What is their map choice? But it's now also going to be just down to the strength of the players. Are they going to be able to match the strats of the Cartel? But yeah, my prediction will be let's give it to Vac. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tim saying spam the snack to help back. Yeah, for the defending team, it's just going to be difficult to hold all the angles where the planting team can rush through.
This is going to be a very tough map. I'm like looking at the players and I'm thinking, you know, how I've seen them play. I'm very divided at this stage.
Yeah, yeah, okay, and also I'm just talking about now, each bomb site looks like they're ready. But each bomb site has about 3 entry points each, and about 2 main entry points onto each of those entry sites. So it's going to be interesting to see how they hold down the entry points.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, we are ready. This is the final map overflow of the finals of the Grand Masters SML League in Black Ops 2, if the server doesn't crash.
Proudly sponsored by Utini, and the cash money, or that will be won, the prize money, is 3,000
3,000
rand.
rand. Yeah, for those who haven't bought Black Ops 4, now's the chance.
Yes, buy it,
You
sign
guys
up,
ready?
register,
Yes, we said ready.
get ready for the next tournament.
Okay, if there's no crashes, we're back into the next round, to the finals. Final map. VAC versus the Cartel.
I think the game crashed again.
Yep, it looks like it has. Won't be long and we'll be back into it. Okay, normally I would be back in by now, but let me just close it and go back in.
Just to give everybody a feedback or an overview, so VAC was the champions with Black Ops 3 DGL. What was it, 2 years ago? So if they take this now, then they will be the champions for Call of Duty ZAMAJors. Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2, definitely, yeah. Yeah, no, VAC would definitely with plenty of accolades behind them. Okay, just hopping back into the server. Looks like we're back up, there we go. Animal struggling, well, not struggling, getting the kills, but it's being let down slightly by the rest of his team.
Yeah, he's carrying his team a lot tonight. And then obviously you can see the 3 players of VAC, which is Daddy Cool, Spybot.
Sorry about that, guys. You know, Black Ops 2 had its quirks, man.
That's, you know, the 3 top
You
players
guys ready?
tonight.
Was is eruit. Gooi maar. Yee.
Okay, we're in Overflow, the last map of the Grand Finals of the SML Black Ops 2 Majors. VAC versus the Cartel. Yes, yeah, as you said before, thank you to UT, the sponsors, for the cash prize of 3,000 rand for the servers. And thank you to Ziel as well, putting together the SML League, the tournament. Okay, let's stick with the action. We'll pick it off here with Daddy Cool and SMG. Vac has bomb in hand. They're going to try and plant.
We're rushing towards B.
Towards B side. A lot of utility going out. Is it a distraction though? The Daddy Cool spots at one player. Okay, they got 4 players over towards the vault. Bomb the back of vaults.
Gets taken down.
Vac players just dropping like flies. It's only Viper left now alive with a bomb in hand. Takes out animal.
It's only got Synoptics and Ratix left.
Just the 2 of them. Is he able to pick up one and then the other? Does see him. Takes out Ratix. That's only Synoptics left. In an angle, hopefully he can hear the bomb plant from this angle. Here's the footsteps, obviously, probably, yeah. Viper not sure if Synoptic is, just decides to go to A bomb site. But he was in a good position to hear the bomb plants if it was a B. Just rushing towards the vault again, just trying to get that mid control. Ratix though, first pick onto Spy. Animal in vault, just trying to stop. Sees Nazar takes him out just before Nazar takes an unborn.
Viper going around towards A. With bomb in hand, so he might plant it.
He might be able to get planted, gets shear down. Daddy takes a Ratix, Synoptics takes a Daddy. Viper bomb
TC.
going towards to his teammate Q11 so he can cover him as he plants on B. Switches to pistol, his favorite gun lets him down. And Viper finishes offside. Was a bicepsing shoutouts from Dimos, props to Sai. So how many VAC fanboys have we got in chat? And how many TC?
It's Triton, and I'm joined by Login.
Hello.
This is the 2SRL Hungary race today. We're streaming here on ZAMAJORS, so thanks for having us. Hope you guys enjoy the show. So it's been a while for me.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've commentated with Login, so I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, we'll try and do a good job of this race. I mean, obviously you've been driving the track much more than I have recently, yeah. So you probably have more insights about how it's gonna go. So I'm just gonna hopefully remember all the corner names and everything. And
oh yeah, you don't have to worry about that. There's no corner names. Just
there's no corner names. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Turn one.
Yeah, turn 1, 2. Yeah. I'm not entirely got it down either. So even though I've been driving it, but I have a fair knowledge of the track though. So some quick pointers here before we start. We're just getting ready here. The track itself is very narrow, and it's compared to, for those of you who do not follow Formula 1 much, or follow the races much. Hungary is essentially like Monaco, which is one of the most narrow tracks without the barriers. So it's going to be really hard for the drivers to be overtaking here, so qualifying is really important. So
yeah, and a few things I noticed as well is lots of sweeping corners. There's the overtaking spots, there's not a lot of them, to be honest. There's like maybe I was just trying to keep everything tidy. There's not a lot of them. There's maybe a few around maybe the chicane. Can be a tricky overtaking spot, and maybe turn 1.
Turn 1 is definitely your best bet, and turn 2. Turn 1 you will have DRS. Turn 2 as well, or out of turn 1 and down the start-finish straight, you will have DRS. Going into turn 2, the curve, you will be able to get a bit of an opening there. It is a little bit harder, so most of the drivers you're going to probably see try and go for it through turn 1, into turn 1, I should say. So,
yeah.
It will be interesting.
There's like very fast section that comes right after that, with the super fast left-hander can carry so much speed in there. Yeah. Always surprising to me, like because the track kind of dips away from you, right? So you'd think that the downforce, obviously the downforce sticks the car to the track, but
yeah, the drivers are going to be running really high downforce here for this track. Yeah. So the setups are going to be a little bit lacking in straight line speed. So down that straight, that's also going to cause issues for overtaking.
Yeah.
So,
I think Thimo is the first person to start his
he's gonna be starting now. Yeah. So we'll ride on board with him, I guess, for this one. See how this goes. Thimo, our fellow my commentator at SRL, the sister league. So let's see. He's on ultra soft tires. He's gonna be going for it.
Yep. To the first corner he goes. Braking line. DRS closes. And he goes down the, I guess it's not really straight, but
it is
still full throttle into turn 2.
A little bit of a lock-up. Yeah. Gets the power down quite quick going through turn 3, and now up the hill to turn 4. This is really tricky. I believe they're using regular corner cutting, so he doesn't have to worry too hard about getting an invalidation here. I have not changed the stream title. Okay, that's not good. I should be on ZAMAJors.
Oh, did you change your stream key?
I did. I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry. Right now it's gonna go blank.
Well, I mean, my stream's gonna keep going, guys. If you
I
am
on.
log in as C2 while
I am on ZAMAJors. I should be. I think we might be having some technical difficulties. Give me a minute.
So the stream on login_C2 is still going on if you want to watch this. He's across the second to last corner. Going into the last corner, long right-hander. Really important to get this one right, to get the maximum speed onto the straight. And there we go. Across the line goes the Renault, and he goes obviously first. Fastest with the 117. Immediately that man's beating him with the 500th, with a 116.5. I'm not exactly sure what the very strong time is around here.
Apparently we switched the stream. Okay, I was told by Vance that we had the clear, that we were in the clear. So I'm sorry, whoever's watching this, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna figure this out right now. Yeah, it's still. Oh yeah, I have it here. Yeah, it's still.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get the few cars that's still running. There's a Haas in the middle of nowhere. Meanwhile, there's Matthias and Sauber going across the line soon.
Terra Incognita, or our other fellow commentator, just puts it on pole position by a 10th.
Yep.
These lap times might fall though. So these lap times might fall though. So. Oh, cursed!
Yeah,
Cursed just got disqualified.
Oh yeah.
For parking in a dangerous position.
Yeah, he was. I saw his ass in the grass, and then.
We jinxed it, I think.
Yeah.
I also to the viewers, I'm sorry. I was told that we had the clear, that we were in the clear to stream this, and that it would just open up a new thing. So, I'm gonna have to message Wimpy here real quick, or I don't know if I even have him on Steam.
Try Ocean. Well, no, Ocean Shifts Racing.
Yeah, I'll message Vance real quick. Sorry, everyone.
Anyway, Clara. We're gonna follow Clara on the Mercedes now, going through turn 1 and down to turn 2, full power there before turn 2. Second chance to overtake around there. Really long corners all across the track here. And then once more, downhill in the straight, and then uphill immediately into the left-hander, where you can carry so much speed, as Terra Incognita has put it on pole with a 1:59, as you said, I think earlier.
Yes.
To the chicane he goes, and through the second chicane actually, which is as well quite fast. Yellow flags flashing. And there's a slippery Ocean Chief, probably
Jesse lost a wing here. He's going back into the pits. Yeah, but yeah, we'll ride on board with Ocean Chief here.
I'm with Clara. I'm with Clara.
Oh, he's out of fuel. No, never mind. Yeah, he's.
No, I think Ocean Chief is just on his in-lap.
No, I think he's out of fuel. He's yeah, he's coming back in. Yeah. So I was wondering. I was like, why is he going slow? I'm sorry.
And across the line goes Clara, puts it in 8th fastest.
Don't be nervous. Thanks, Hugos. Shout out to Hugos.
It's Silver. That's just gone across the line and to his lap as well. Right now in the Force India, the pink. I think they're called Racing Point now, right? Racing Point Force India because of the chassis issue, if I remember correctly. Like, so basically in Formula 1 you have to have the name of the chassis in the name of the team because that's the regulations. And so Force India, even though they don't have the car anymore, they don't own the, or Force India has disappeared as a team. The name of the chassis is still Force India, so Racing Point has to have Force India in the name, so that's why it's called Racing Point Force India.
Yeah, we'll just.
It probably will change next year.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna keep calling them Force India for this for this game. So just for simplicity's sake. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take a look here at some of the tires. Pala is in the pits right now, but has set their time on soft tires, and they're in the top 10. Revo, one of the top drivers here in this league. He's going. I think he's going out right now. He's on softs. So it should be noted that. Oh, sorry.
So I was going to say Silver as well is on softs. He's going to go across the line 9 for his time lap. I'm not sure exactly how well he's going to do.
11 fastest.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, that's he will start outside the top 10 with that, so he could do just one stop anyways since he'll have free choice outside the top the top 10. So basically as I was saying, basically there are 2 different tire strategies you can choose from here, which are you can start on ultra softs and do a 2-stop, which would be ultras to 2 sets of softs, or you can, if you qualify on the softs or qualify outside the top 10, you can go to a 1-stop, which will be softs to mediums, which is arguably the more preferred strategy since it's so hard to overtake here. If you can qualify well on the softs like Revo has, and like Revo might. I don't know if that's.
No, he just got the chicane, so he just got the chicane.
He's on his outlap. He's on his outlap.
Oh right.
Yeah, so he's fine. So if he can set a good time here on these softs, he'll be set for a good race hopefully. Since he'll have to do one less stop and he'll be away from the traffic. So
yep.
We'll ride on board with him for now. Again, also if anyone here is watching the Call of Duty tournament, I believe the stream is up again for that. Oh, and Revo spins it right there, and he spins off.
Yeah, he spins it on the power on the straight here. Cannot.
I don't think he has any damage to the car itself.
No,
but,
I don't think he hit anything, but I think his lap is obviously ruined. So
yeah, he might have gotten in the way of that.
He has another go though. It's 8 minutes still left in the qualifying, so
yeah, he might have gotten. Might have gotten in the way of Anonymous there a bit, because he was coming down and he had to move off the side. As Speedy, a 1:15.1, almost 1 whole second off of Terror's pole lap. Good job, good lap from him.
Yeah, Speedy has been going really, really fast recently. Like he's probably, I'm not sure if he won the last two or three
I believe
races.
He won the last 2 or so.
Yeah, he certainly won the last 2. I'm not sure he won the last 3, but he's been going really well, snatching pole almost every time as well, which is really impressive.
Yeah, it was a shame yesterday because in the SRL race, or the Sister League race, if you guys tuned in for that yesterday here on ZAMAJors, Speedy actually disconnected and he was on the front row, so he was unable to race, which is that's really disappointing. Yeah, so could have been a really good result from him, but unfortunately he didn't even get to start the race. So hopefully he'll make up for that today.
Yeah, I'm just riding with Anonymous right now, who is going to go across the line soon. Let's see if he improves on his 1:17.0. Yes, he does. 1:16.2.
Good lap from
which is
Anonymous.
really- Yes, indeed. Which is a good lap.
Whereas, meanwhile, I'm on board with Vance here. He's third at the moment. I don't know if this is his, yeah,
This is not
sorry.
an out lap, I would say. I think
I
this is
unfortunately
a
don't have
fast lap.
control.
Of a what?
I'm sorry. I'm talking about the title of the stream.
Oh, he just went into. He just
Oh,
went
he's
into.
on his in lap. Okay, Terror, meanwhile, I think is about to start his lap.
Okay, I'll go up straight on in.
I think Wimpy does. Or I think he has control of the stream name. I'm sorry if anyone is confused by the stream name. There's a second one up, if I'm not mistaken. As Pala
Yes.
puts in the second fastest lap. Yeah, thanks for checking. Yeah. Terror, meanwhile, we're on board with him going into turn 2. A little bit of a lockup, but he keeps to the apex very well.
Yep. Before going right down,
Oh,
and then
apparently I
back
can
up.
change it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to black screen here.
All right. So yeah, going up into the fast left-hander. That is, I think, turn 4 or 5. I'm not sure. And into the chicane. This is not a very long lap as well. So once you lost time, there's not a lot of opportunities to actually catch it back up. I know, going wide, avoiding any contact with the fast car. That's well done. And approaching the end of the lap here. I think he's I'm not sure where the what's it called, where the sectors are, but he's well into the last sector, going around the last corner now. Clara disconnected, retired from the session. I don't think he can go faster, maybe bugged.
You might be able to join back, hopefully, if that's not a problem. Terra puts
And
it second fastest.
1:15.6. Second fastest, that's so like Terra, I don't think he moves. Oh, he moves up. He does move up from third to second.
Yes, I'm sorry again to my stream, or to the ZAMAJORS stream. We're running into a bit of technical difficulties here with the. I don't know how to change the title because I don't think I have the login for the YouTube. So and I kind of have to tab in and out here. So again, apologies. So while we're waiting for that, we'll watch. I think Silver.
I'm riding on board with Silver right now, who's
I think he's on his cooldown lap. I'm not too sure.
yeah, it's possibly an in lap. He's not going very fast right now.
Yeah, meanwhile,
he's using a lot of curb.
I'll ride on board here with Tipsy. Then Tipsy Bob in the SRL race yesterday. Also to mention it again, did a fantastic job by qualifying. I don't know where he qualified, but he finished. It wasn't in the top 10. He finished P5 and was running in the podium position after making his return to both 2SRL and SRL after taking some time off. So great job to him. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going as we ride on board with him for his lap as he's riding down the straight here, coming into turn 1. Hard on the brakes, kisses the apex very well, and gets a little bit of tank slapper on the rear, but controls it very well. Going down into turn 2. Good on the brakes, no lockup. Slides a little bit, but he gets a pretty decent exit there. A little bit sliding again. Maybe the traction is a bit odd here, but so far so good. Working his way up the hill to turn 4. Kisses the apex perfectly. Great exit.
Yeah, really hard to get the perfect exit there as he goes into the chicane. Nice braking.
Great track.
He keeps it. He keeps it really good, nicely, and has a good traction at the chicane now.
A little bit wide there, but nothing to put him off. This may not be the quickest lap we're gonna see, but this is a really good example of how you should drive this track. Tipsy got some pretty great racecraft here and some pretty great control of the car as well, as you guys can see. A little bit wide on the apex there, but shifts into second gear to keep it under control. Up in fourth gear, now into the final curve here. A little bit wide, but he will be able to get a pretty decent exit here. So as he gets a DRS, he crosses the line, and Tipsy moves up to 8th fastest, second off. Not the quickest time in terms of esports or esports level times, but a very respectable lap. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Tipsy here in terms of his driving. So.
And I'm riding now on board with Revo, who's on a seemingly fast lap here, trying to improve on his 12th place right now. He's skipped with he decided not to go with the soft tires and went back onto the ultra soft here to try and get the best out of his lap, out of his car. I mean, and around the last corner he goes, Keeps it tidy, misses the apex by a little bit, but should be able to go across the line quite quickly. And 1:15.4 is his lap, and he goes second fastest.
Yeah, Revo is one of the contenders here for the race win as well. I believe it's between him, Speedy, Terror, and I don't know how. I haven't seen much of Pala, but he seems quite quick, and Bance as well is in there as well.
Yeah. I was just watching. He just went across the line with the fourth fastest time.
Yes.
So anyone pretty much under 115, under the 116, so into the 115 is really putting in solid lap times there. Because it's not that easy to actually go that fast on this track.
Yeah. I'm going to ride on board here with Ocean Chief, our admin at SRL. Sorry I keep bringing it up, but there's a lot of ties there. So he's in the middle of a lap here, coming down to turn 4 here. Good apex, goes a little bit wide onto the curb. And misses the apex there, a little bit of a lockup, so not the cleanest lap so far, but he still has some potential here. Another lockup into the chicane, but a pretty decent exit there, going into the next turn here. I'm not too knowledgeable on the numbers from this point on, because I get a bit confused. My apologies. Going into the fast right-hander here. A little bit wide, misses the apex again. Somebody took out the brake marker board, so that's not good. That's going to harm. I know Ocean might have been harmed there because he doesn't use the racing line, so a little bit cautious into the penultimate corner. Now coming up to the final curve, wide as well, so he'll get a good exit out of it. Be able to get the traction.
That's why.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. No, sorry. I was going to say that's why when I'm not using the racing line as well. Just have it off. But I always try to pick my brake markers not from the boards. I try to get something on the side of the track, you know, like something that's not something that's liable to get shot up by someone that's not caring about, or just makes a mistake, you know, because that happens too.
Yeah, I believe a Ferrari was wide there, in the corner there. I think that was Rivo, but I don't know if he was in the middle of a lap or not. Yeah, I think he might have just messed up his out lap or something, or his lap. I'm not too sure, but he's not gonna have enough time to go again. So I think that's it for him. Speedy retires here. He's seems to be safe on pole, but there might be a challenge here from Terror Incognita, as he's approaching the end of his lap. Pretty good apex. I've been told that the stream thing is good. My apologies again to anyone watching who got confused by this.
You can only hear me. You cannot hear. Oh, that's weird.
Oh dear.
I mean, it's on my stream, so I'm guessing that's an issue on my end. But if you can only hear me, I'll try and figure out what's wrong here.
Meanwhile, Terror unfortunately is unable to.
I get black screened as well, obviously.
Terror is unable to improve. Buddy's not able to do another lap here because he's not going to be able to cross the line here. Revo backs off. Terror unfortunately can only go up to 4th. Bance will also stay in 5th fastest. Pala might be able to mount a challenge here though. He's I don't know. Here he locks up a bit into the penultimate corner. Coming up now to the final curve here. Going to go wide in so he can go clean out. He locks up as well here, unfortunately, but he hugs the corner there. He's going now here. Run out of ERS for this lap. He goes 6th fastest. So unfortunately for him, he's unable to get pole, but that's still a respectable position. So as it looks, I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. Speed, pole position once again. Great job to him. Revo.
Yeah, Revo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Revo on the front row alongside him. I was gonna say like this seems to be like kind of the business as usual for these two. You know, like sharing the front row every race for the last 3 races, I think, or 2 races. And every time there's been a good battle going on afterwards. But both times, obviously, Speedy has been able to win the battle, and I wonder if he's gonna keep it up.
There's a quick look at the lap times there. I was using the gap thing, so it was only brief, but yeah. So unfortunately, I can't change the the title of the stream. Next time or next week, hopefully, I will be able to. So if you're here for Call of Duty again, there is another stream open where you can see if you just look below, and I believe there is or no, actually no, that's it. I'm sorry. So. Anyways, here's our grid. Speedy pole position, Revo on the front row with him. Terror and Buddy on the 3rd row. Buddy 3rd and Terror 4th on the 2nd row. Bance and Paolo will be on the third row here, and then behind them will be Silver in 7th, Mac Jagley in 8th, Jack in 9th, and Anonymous in 10th. Now, when you go below here from 11th to 20th, everyone here is probably going to be starting on soft tires. So,
I think there's I think I have an issue with Discord because people cannot hear you on my stream.
Oh,
so I'm just gonna go real quick into that.
Okay, yeah, you have time. There's a formation lap here.
Formation lap.
So, hopefully everything is going good here. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. My apologies, I haven't really been keeping up with that. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hello to everyone here in the chat. Glad to see you all. Or glad to be commentating for you guys. So we're gonna have a pretty interesting race on our hands here. See if there can be any overtakes. Let's see if there's any carnage or anything. Hopefully not. Hopefully, because I know these guys will want to have a clean race, and that's what we're all hoping for, especially me, and some good action for you guys. So, yeah. If you're just tuning in, it's Triton, and I am joined by Login. So,
hey.
Here we go. We're on the formation lap here. So.
Okay, we're on it. I'm just trying. Can you speak a little bit?
Oh yeah. Hopefully.
Okay,
you guys
that
can hear me
should
on
be good
stream.
now. I tried to fix it. I think we should be good. I think you guys should be able to hear.
Yeah. Also,
now,
if anyone wants to see Login's perspective, you should drop your Twitch link, free ads.
Yeah. Okay. My Twitch is twitch.tv/login_sc2.
Yeah. So we'll be giving two perspectives here. So.
As we get back into the formation lap now. Hope you guys didn't mind the little technical difficulties here.
Yeah, so yeah, should be good now. Everyone's just warming their tires up. I'm gonna try and see what's fitted here. So as I said, the top 10 will will have to start on their ultra soft since they all qualified there, and the bottom 10 or the 11th through 20th will be starting on soft tires, since that would be the quicker strategy, and they will be able to gain some positions off of that if they can get the pace going. So the ones to look out for are, the one definitely to look out for is Tipsy, to see how good he can do this, because as I said yesterday in SRL, he was able to extend that stint really well and gain so many positions out of it. So let's see if he can do the same thing today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I was, it reminds me that when I was watching Silverstone was a wet race, right? And I think it was Pala who literally didn't stop at all. We just went on the wet tires at the start, didn't stop at all for the whole race, for the whole 25 laps, I believe it was, 26 laps maybe. And it can show you that if you are good with your tires, you can really extend their life. And I mean, here, if you are really strong with your soft tires, you can probably hold it on for about 2/3 of the race.
Alright, so here we go. The grid is reforming now slowly here. We will have lights out in a bit as we prepare
we'll
here.
Watch at the back.
And here we go now. We have the lights coming on. We have 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's go here in Hungary. Slow start here, but so far one of the Red Bulls seemed to get a really good start. Or that's a Williams, I'm sorry. I think that was Pala. Speedy leads into turn 1. Revo gets a little bit lost there. Going into turn 1, Revo down the inside of Buddy here. I don't know if he made that stick. There's a little bit of contact in the back there. I can't really see. Anonymous up into 5th place from 10th. And through a little bit wide there, somebody. But so far looking good. There's one of the Saubers going a little bit wide as well.
Yeah,
on board with Vance here. He's down into 7th place. But great start from Anonymous. So
yeah, there's been a little bit of contact as well from
Terra's fallen back.
Yeah, Terra's really?
Yeah, Terra went
Tipsy as well.
Yeah, Terra's fallen back, and so is Tipsy. A little bit going back up the front here. Unfortunate start from Terror. He'll have to make his way back up here. I don't know if he has any damage or not, or if he just got spun around or anything. But so far, Speedy's got the job done, up into 1st place. But Revo's going to be charging it back after him.
Yep. Ooh, contact between Speedy, between Terra and Curse here. I think he lost a little bit of a front wing as well.
Yeah,
so he's probably going to be.
Front wing.
He's probably going to have to be pitting quite soon. It's not going to go very well if you have to go through the whole race without, like, through a long stint without your.
Mac Jagley, wow. A little bit wide there. I don't know, or didn't seem to put him off too much. Meanwhile, right behind him, the Force India of Silver, in the no DRS, my apologies, in the slipstream here, has the outside line going into turn 1, feeds it around the outside of Matthias.
Lots of debris into that turn 1.
There's some debris there too, so there must have been some contact in the back there. I apologize, I wasn't able to see it too well, but what a great move from Silver, and now he's on the back of Mac Jagley. But I don't think he's going to be able to get it done here. This is a very narrow part of the track. So, meanwhile, Bance in the pits.
Bance in the pits?
Yeah, Bance is just pit. It's not too detrimental since he was on. He will still be able to do only one more stop from here on out, which was his base strategy anyway. First, meanwhile, it seems to have some wing damage, as Terror is trying to get past Ocean Chief here. He is not pit for his his front wing, so it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, or the damage. Ocean Chief is missing a bit of front wing as well, so. Meanwhile, this is a disaster for Bance and Terror, but so far good for Speedy, Revo, or Revo still in the fight here, and Anonymous with a great start from him. And meanwhile, Silver on the inside of Mac Jagley. Oh, okay, so that's what happened. So thanks Hugo. So Mac Jagley understeered. He tried to go into the pits, but he understeered and missed it, so he had to go an extra lap. So that's unfortunately, or that happened unfortunately, I should say.
Well, Titsibab right on the end of Thimo here, going across the line onto turn 1. Ooh, he's catching up quite quickly. Will he be able to brake? Yes, I think he's gonna make it stick
on the inside, yeah. But Thimo gets a better exit. There's some spin there. Jesse spun.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Jesse. And that Scar has spun as well. He's been passed by Curse as well.
And yeah, Terror pits as well. He's gone into the pits. I think the front wing damage was too much, so now he is in last place. He's got everything to do here, along with Mac Jagley and Bance. Jesse's still going.
Meanwhile, Tipsy up wide, super wide, put a grass on the wheel on the grass here. Sorry, and try to gain as much speed as he can.
Now he's falling behind, yeah, behind Noel.
That's the place.
Unfortunate for Tipsy. Meanwhile, we're gonna have some more fights here. Speedy is building a gap and spinning around his buddy. That's such a shame from 3rd place or so. He's back behind. Now he's stuck in the midfield here. He's gonna have some work to do here. Comes back very safely, so shoutouts to him for that. Well done. Let's Ocean Chief by too.
You know, there's Jeremy who's got quite close to no single user. Yeah. Gonna go across the line with them with DRS open. Oh, but he had the single user has DRS as well on Jack.
I don't think. Oh no, yeah, DRS is open now. So yeah, they will have they will be able to get a little bit of a boost down the straights. And buddy, 5-second stop go penalty. Yeah, that's so frustrating because he's spun already, and now he's got even more work to do because he's probably gonna have to deal with that penalty since he will have to pit again. Unless I think he can. Oh, I'm sorry.
You were gonna say if you're gonna on soft, maybe he can stretch him to the end.
Yeah, and I was gonna say he'll just get a 5-second penalty added. And meanwhile, Matthias makes his way around Silver, who gets a really bad exit coming out of the turn there. And Matthias gets the job done. Good job to him. He's up in the 5th place, and he's on soft tires too. So this has worked out beautifully for him. Because Anonymous still has to pit twice, and both him and Paula go wide here, out of the fast right-hander. But Anonymous is catching Paula, so this is going to be an interesting battle to watch out for. As Silver retires, what's happened there? Silver hit the wall, I believe.
Oh, no. That happens.
Oh,
it's a terrible feeling when that happens.
Oh, so that's so disappointing. Yeah. Meanwhile, Stinger's on.
Paula in the pits and Anonymous in the pits as well.
Oh yeah, it's lap 5. Yeah.
Tired of there.
Yeah, this is the.
They're just gonna one-stop it with like the softs now and go to the end. You think?
No, definitely not. No, the ultra softs will not. The softs will only last about 15 laps or so. So lap 5. This is when the ultra soft runners are gonna start to pit. They're trying to undercut each other, I believe. That's what the strategy was.
Jeremy and no single user are really battling it. Going down to turn 2. Going around the outside is Jeremy. Can he make it stick though? It's going to be really tricky, but he gets the inside line into the next corner. I think he's done it. Because into turn 4, there's no way that you want to be on the inside line there. Yes, Jeremy with a beautiful move here, making it stick against no single user. Solid moves.
I'm sorry, I had to fix some of the settings there. So Tipsy Bob is back on the tail of Thimo now. So this So it's going to be one to watch out for as well here. And Noel is in the battle there too. He's kind of lurking in the background. So, and Ocean Chief is here to finish off the paying positions. Tipsy has a bit of a look. Thimo locks up going into the going into Sector 3 here, I believe. And Tipsy seems to have a lot more grip into the corners. I'm not sure. Or Thimo might just be going a little bit slower. But yeah, he's gonna have DRS now coming up the run here, and he gets a lot better traction out of that exit there. So he's gonna have it here, and this pulls out of the slipstream a lot earlier. Goes to the inside. Thimo can only stay on the outside here and try and defend it. He's gonna have to go late on the brakes. A
little bit of a lockup as well from Thimo here.
And he
gets,
can
he do the
tries to
whole
switch back him.
through?
But he kind of nearly loses the traction. Tipsy's here on the inside now though, and Thimo late on the brakes, and he spins a bit. That's luckily didn't end up as that could have been a lot worse, but Tipsy does get the move done. Well done to Tipsy.
Yeah, but Noel is now right on the back of Thimo at this point.
Oh yeah, Noel was lurking there, and oh, and who spun? Oh, that's Matthias. He spun. Oh, and now Jeremy is up into second place, and Jack is up in the lead, but he hasn't hit yet, and he's on ultras. So effectively, Jeremy's in the lead. He's done fantastic from to come up from 16th, I believe, or so on the grid. So.
Yeah. I mean, it was a really solid drive, and we've seen some really strong moves from him as well.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets back. He's on the inside of Jack. I'm sorry, I looked away there for a minute. He is already.
I think he's on the inside. I think the ultras are completely shot.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Maybe just gotta be gone.
Yeah, he's gonna go into the pits now. I think he's not. Is he? No, he's not. Huh. He's gonna try and stretch it. I think. Interesting from Jack. Maybe this will be. Maybe the strategy will pay off.
Yeah, maybe it will, but then again, like he's gonna lose again track position probably to no single user who's just right on his back now with the soft tires.
Yeah, meanwhile, really, oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Speedy on the inside, double overtake. Can he do it? He's on the on Noel and Thimo. Does he get it? He does get it, I believe. Very well done. But they're still on the inside. They're gonna go 3. No, they're not. Okay, luckily. As Noel tries to dive a bit. Oh my gosh, and Thimo loses out there a bit. Great racing from all three to not crash there. Beautifully done. Noel's going to get a bit of a run here, but it's not really going to do much for him, since I don't know how he's going to be able to overtake in this spot, as I said. Meanwhile, we have a really good battle here going on for from first through fifth. We have a bit of a train here, as Matthias gets a really bad exit. Tipsy goes around the inside of him and gets the move done. As Matthias, a little bit of a struggle there. But
yeah, meanwhile, I think no single user is going to try and go and grab his opponent on the straight there into the main straight, because Jack still on the ultras, still with 6 laps old ultras. Locks up as well, going into the second to last corner.
Yeah, Jack's just holding them up. He's going to go into the pits now. Finally, now this might work out for him because he will be on fresher tires towards the end. But I don't know if that was the right call, to be honest. But now we have a DRS here for Tipsy and Matthias on Stinger, as Speedy sets the fastest lap of the race. He is right behind them as well, and he has already stopped once, so this will be very important for him to get past them.
Okay, yeah, because depending on how long the cars can stretch their soft tires, if Speedy, if they can hold up Speedy for a long time, it's going to be really tricky for him to actually get the better of his fresher tire, because if you're still slightly faster than someone, it's really tricky to overtake. And at this point, I'm not sure that probably Speedy has the speed.
Meanwhile, I'm sorry really to interrupt you there, but Pala and Noel going into the coming up here before the chicane. Pala goes down the inside of Noel and gets the move done. Very well done from him. We're seeing some great overtakes here from QSRL today. No, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. I was saying, so since it's tricky to overtake, if your fresh tires don't allow you to do it, if you can't do it with your fresh tires, then you're going to be in a bad spot later in the race, because obviously Speedy is going to have to split a second time, whereas all these guys, are only going to stop once, so you really need to get through.
Yeah, this is going to hurt Speedy though, because he's stuck behind this train here. Stinger is holding up. This is basically the fight for second place. Tipsy now has DRS. He's going to get in the slipstream of Stinger. We're riding on board with him. He breaks off the slipstream on the inside. He's going to have to go late on the brakes, and he gets the move done. But Speedy's there as well, and he gets past both Matthias and he's trying to go after Stinger.
Yeah, he's gonna try to go against Sigurd, but they're still side by side going into turn 2.
And he does get the move done, I think. Yeah, he's got a lot more grip in those newer soft tires, and now he's gonna go after Tipsy. But Tipsy, as I said, has done a good job up in the second. But Jeremy, the real surprise here, all the way from the back of the grid up in the first place. Let's hope he can keep the momentum going and keep it clean. But Tipsy will have to hold up Speedy a bit more for that, because 3 seconds is a lot to ask for, I think, or not much leeway for Jeremy considering Speedy's pace. As meanwhile,
yeah, then again he can, like, the idea is obviously for Jeremy is that he can let Speedy go about 20 seconds ahead of him and still end up in first afterwards. So he just needs to, like, keep him behind him as long as he can. I think that's the main idea. You know, defend cleanly, don't get hit, don't hit anyone. That's the most important, obviously. But
yeah. Meanwhile,
as long as Tipsy Bob can. Sorry, you were
I was gonna say Revo's here up in the P10 here. He's kind of stuck behind the train here. He hasn't really made up much ground that Speedy has, but meanwhile Speedy has has DRS. He is going to be alongside and might be able to get past Tipsy. Tipsy has the inside, defends it very well. Speedy's going to have the exit though. The exit speed, and he's on the inside now as well.
Can he make it late on the brakes? Has so much grip compared to Tipsy Bob. But
yeah, but Tipsy's going to try and fight it back. Speedy gets a little bit of loss of traction. And
I think he's done it though.
Yeah, I think that's it. He's not going to be able to overtake him there. Goes a little bit too tight on the apex there as well. But what Tipsy could do is just kind of ride this train here, try and hope he can just keep the momentum going, do his best to keep this position. Yeah, Revo meanwhile has kind of lost out here from the pit stops. He's stuck behind Thimo, Anonymous, and Noel.
Yeah.
And actually, Anonymous jumped him, so.
Yeah, meanwhile, Pala is actually catching up with that train, no Stinger user, and everyone else, Matthias, etc. Tipsy Bob, all the front runners. He's on newer softs obviously because I think he pitted in on lap 1 or 2. No, he pitted on lap 5, and so he's on newer tires, but he's kind of caught up with everyone. And I think, I mean, obviously the pit window is not open yet for one stop, but
yeah, in a few laps it will be though. Lap 13 or so.
It's pretty close. So these guys are probably looking to get like really close. Meanwhile, Revo is actually catching up with Thimo quite quickly.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have the move done here, as well as Anonymous on Noel. I'll watch this one. You can watch that one. No, Anonymous on the outside blocks up a bit. Noel kind of cuts his corner there, or cuts his line there a bit. But Anonymous is gonna have a run down here now, maybe. I don't know if he'll be able to get the move done here. Sees a gap, but he backs out of it. Yeah, and Revo does get past.
Yeah, Revo made the job quite easy into the inside, brake late, more grip on the tires, and just makes it happen, to be honest. Meanwhile, we're gonna get a battle between McJagley and Bance at this point. That's brewing. Maybe in a couple laps, McJagley is kind of catching up to Bance. A little bit of oversteer here outside of turn 4, but keeps more on the inside into turn 5 and to the chicane. So maybe he can just gain a little bit, gain enough to be alongside. Obviously, you want to go alongside on the straight finish line here. So
we got a pretty cool camera angle here on my screen. The helicopter overboard, we can see Bance and them, how close they actually are here, and how quick they're going through these corners. Another thing to mention, I think Claire disconnected and didn't get to join back, so he basically effectively didn't get to start the race, so it's disappointing. Oh.
You see McJagley almost spun here. I was scared that he would go into the wall, saved it, but barely.
I didn't see that. I was watching Bance.
Yeah, lost him a lot of time, obviously.
Meanwhile, Revo catches Noel. He's alongside, past. He's going to go down the inside here. Noel's going to try and fight back, but doesn't really have the grip to do so, as Anonymous now is catching Noel again as a DRS, but he's not going to be able to really get a slipstream out of turn 1 down this straight here, or not much of a straight, but yeah, Revo gets past, and now he's going to have to chase after Stinger.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Speedy is almost caught up to Jeremy, actually. Going really quickly here on almost only a 6 tenths slower than on 4, going so much faster in the chicane, can't carry so much speed with the newer, fresher tires. Go a bit wide into that corner, but he's still gonna make it. I don't think Jeremy can hold him up a lot more now.
Yeah, Jeremy's gonna have to pit tune anyways. His tires are gonna be a bit damaged up. Not as bad as it would be to go 15 or so laps on these softs, but Yeah, it's
I
gonna
mean,
be...
if he's gonna try to one-stop it, he's got to wait a little bit more, right?
Yeah, the next lap will be
there
the pit window. The next lap he can do it, and the mediums will easily go to the end from there.
Oh yeah, right. Meanwhile, Jack has already pitted with the mediums on. Anonymous is getting real close to Noel as well, going onto the straight finish line now. DRS open, toolbox open, and they go really fast, goes into the inside here, just alongside already, brakes, he's so much faster at this point. The exit was so much better, there's no way for Noel to defend here, and nicely done, well put, solid move, I would say.
Yeah, it was Anonymous had that move coming for a while. I'm sorry I didn't get to see it. Thimo there is up, trying to find his way through as well, I believe.
Meanwhile, Jeremy actually has Speedy, has passed Jeremy here.
Yeah.
For the lead, so
I don't think Jeremy's
the lead, obviously.
Yeah, Jeremy, I don't think was gonna fight that too hard. He's got a pit now anyway soon, as does Tipsy. But Pal is catching up very quick too.
Right. Meanwhile, Revo getting close to no single user here as well, and the laps. Yeah, the tires difference. You can see it because all the old tires are kind of slowly getting pushed out of the top 5 by Pala, Revo, and Speedy. Even though Revo didn't get the best
exit or
it stops. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, here he is on the DRS. So Stinger's not going to be able to fight that too hard. So yeah, down the inside on the brakes. Very well done from Revo. Textbook move, essentially. A great racecraft from him. Now he's going to be able to catch Matthias and Tipsy and Pala. Pala gets past Tipsy here. And now he's up into an important 3rd place since he has to make another stop as well, and 2 stops. So if he can catch if he can get on the back of Jeremy soon, because he's going to be on mediums and he will be on softs, he will be able to maybe take 2nd place off of him.
Oh no single user spins, breaks his front wing here. Race not over, but he's in a tricky spot, and
he's got to go. Luckily he ghosts. I know Codemasters has a bit of a problem. Sorry to throw some shade, but there's a problem with people spinning and not ghosting, or coming back onto the track and not ghosting, causing collisions. But yeah, that gets Terror, who's having kind of a really abysmal race, unfortunately from him, because he had some issues in the start. Now he's up into 12th from starting, I believe, P3 or 4. He's got to make his way up and catch Mac Jagley here now.
Yeah, meanwhile, there's a big battle between Bance and Thimo here.
Oh yeah.
Thimo, they're actually on the same oldish tires, so it's kind of tricky, but I think Timo's going to have a hard time here fighting. I know he gets DRS from Noel in front as well.
Yeah, Bance is going to have a slipstream though here. Not really much he can do. Bance, is he going to go late on the brakes? He's not going to be able to.
Big lock up though from Benson. Yeah, he's not able to keep it together and not able to make the pass here. And all Ocean Chief actually gets it done on Jack.
Oh, Ocean Chief.
Yeah, and Mac Jagley's gone to the pits, and now it seems like the pit window is completely open for the one-stoppers here. Mediums go on, multiple cars.
Yeah, we're gonna see the change here. This might even the soft pit window will open in a few laps as well. So, or for the 2-stoppers. So we're gonna see some pit action here in these next few laps. But we do have a train here between Thimo essentially just holding Bance up, it seems, because Bance seems to have a lot more pace, and Noel is there as well. And Bance a little bit loses the rear end there a bit, hits Thimo in the back. He's gonna have to wait till the straight, but what's gonna harm him is that Thimo has DRS as well. So
yeah, it seems they're both catching up with Noel anyway, because Noel seems to be a bit closer now. But no, they're going to the pits.
Jeremy, Tipsy, Matthias, Anonymous goes up now since he doesn't have to pit yet. Timo's pitting, and I believe Bance will pit next lap. So and Thimo gets a stop-go penalty for speeding.
Such a shame.
Yeah, let's see where Jeremy comes back out.
Was Silver out of the race from the start? Was it cursed? Because
Silver crashed lap 4, I believe, and Cursed just recently went out, and Clara had issues, unfortunately. So Jesse, I believe, spun as well. So disappointing for all of them, and Stinger as well. So Thimo joins back in 13th behind Mac Jagley, and Noel is well ahead of them actually. I don't know where. Yeah, I think
actually I'm watching the tires here, and it says that Buddy has 12 laps already on his medium tires, meaning he pitted for mediums on lap 4. Do you think he's gonna try to stretch them to the end?
Yeah, he spun off. So earlier.
He's gonna, yeah, but is he gonna try to stretch them to the end?
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely not.
The mediums, I mean.
No, he'll have to go to a pair of softs, I think. I mean, maybe he can go to a pair of ultras, but I don't know if that'll be. I'm not too sure about that one. I believe the mediums can go 23 laps or so, 25 laps. So 10 laps on the. Yeah, he's gonna have to go to softs. He's better off that way. Since he did start on ultras, he can make it work, but. Meanwhile, Terra's up back into 5th place, but he does have to do a pit stop still. Jeremy is
Jeremy's fighting
Tipsy. Yeah, Tipsy is fighting him. He sees a gap here. Tipsy, he can get the exit here. He doesn't get it though, unfortunately. But he is going to have a slipstream, but he's not going to have a look down the inside very wisely. This is not really. That was not really a spot to overtake in general on the track, unless you're very close. So.
Yeah, you'd have to be alongside already, I think, in the before the braking zone to have a chance into that corner. Now, I think right now he's going to be pretty much stuck. Bit of oversteer here. Going to be pretty much stuck behind Jeremy until next go around, next time on the straight finish line here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Revo is I can't tell if he's he is catching a little bit. It seems he's catching Pala a little bit. His tires are 1 lap younger. And they do all have to do another stop, the top 5. So this order might change up one more time and give it a few more laps, and then we'll see. Terror is got to go into mediums, I think. Yeah, Terror's in the pits already. Yeah, Terror's coming in. So. And
Mac Jagley and Ben's are actually fighting now, and Ben's going a little bit wide, so Mac Jagley had a look, but couldn't manage. But they're closing now to the straight finish line again.
No, Jagley's trying to fight him. Yeah. And
Jagley's gonna try fighting him, and there's Noel as well, straight up ahead.
Yeah, for me, okay. I think I'm glitched here because showing that Jagley has soft tires for me, but it says on the fitted that he has mediums.
No, he has mediums definitely. Meanwhile, they go right alongside with I think it's Thimo that's alongside them.
Oh, Terra comes out of the pits right in the middle of the battle.
Oh,
yeah.
It's Terra. Sorry.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try and make his way back through these guys now. But he has to wait for those medium tires to warm up a bit, I think. Yeah, he's gonna have to short shift through these corners. Otherwise, he's gonna struggle with the traction.
And I'm watching, the gap to leader at this point, and I don't think that Jeremy's gonna be able to, make it happen with the win here, because even though he was ahead at some point in leading the race, at some point he's still got he's 29 seconds behind Speedy here, who's really, really fast. But he might make it. He probably can make it into the podium though.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tipsy is still on the back here of Terror, and Jagley is still on the back here of was it Bance and Noel? But these two battles are gonna be going here. I'm gonna keep an eye on Bance, Noel, and Terror here, or Jagley and Terror, I should say. So I think Bance has got a good exit here. Yeah, he's gonna have DRS. He's gonna be in the slipstream. Noel's gonna be a sitting duck here on the straight. Goes to the inside, Bance on the outside. Jagley's also got the slipstream. He goes a bit on the grass. Noel defends. Bance has got to wait a bit here. He goes a little bit wide as well, but he does get a pretty decent exit here.
Yeah, he's already alongside him, going down to turn 2 here. Gonna have to break it. Gets the inside, like, oof.
Oh yeah, he's got the inside there. Yeah, and he gets it done.
Touch, but yeah, he gets it done. Noel though.
Yeah, and Jagley gets past too.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Impressive. So because I was gonna say actually, like, Noel did a very smart move, but like getting right back behind Bance to prevent Jagley from passing, but Jagley made it happen anyway, which is really solid.
Buddy, meanwhile, he's stuck here behind Thimo, and he still has to do a pit stop. So I don't know how those medium tires are doing, or how they're doing for him so far, but I'm gonna go on board here or watch Tipsy and Jeremy. Tipsy is closing in a bit more here. He is 6/10 off of him right now. So he might be able to get DRS here, but I don't think he's close enough to him. And he's not really going to get much of a slipstream here. He does have a lot of battery to play with here, though. So maybe if he gets Jeremy to make an error, he will have something to deal with. Oh, and he loses the traction. Luckily, he doesn't spin, so he's going to lose a bit more time for that. Unfortunate.
Yeah, might lose even the DRS if we get a strong lap from Jeremy here, and if he loses DRS, it's obviously much trickier.
Yeah.
To get back to someone. Meanwhile, there's Noel, who's really close to Terra. Terra's gone past Noel on the straight.
Yeah. Also, I do believe the pit stop window is open here for the soft runners right now. So the top 4 are going to end up in the pits and give it several more laps, and Jack and Buddy will be in the pits as well. And then I believe that will be it for that. And then we'll have the position stabilized. But I'm interested to see where these guys come out. And Revo is going to jump it too. Pala, Revo, and Speedy staying out. I don't know if... yeah, Anonymous is going to come in as well. So we have 3 of the 4 soft runners coming in. I believe they are all trying to undercut Speedy a bit here. So let's see what we get here.
Yeah, I mean, Speedy is gonna put in gonna have to put in a mighty lap here to prevent the undercut from working. Meanwhile, there's still a fight between Benz, Matthias, and Mac Jagley has kind of caught up with him as well. Yeah, as well as Incognita, who's pretty close. So there's like 4 cars kind of battling for 8th position, and it seems to me that Matthias has been losing out slightly to Benz and is only been able to defend with the help of a few mistakes, you know, from Benz into some corners, locking up a little bit and losing traction.
Yeah. Jagley has also been one curious thing to note is how powerful like the slipstream actually is in this game, because if you're within a second, you can just kind of like you basically give a tow even through the corners, since there isn't much turbulent air effect in this game as opposed to 2017. So through the corners, you can get a pretty decent following. You can follow pretty closely and get a bit of a tow off of it still. So Jagley's able to follow Vance so well, also because of the fact that he's within that second of him, and it's helping him out essentially too. So, but this is going to be hampered a bit since Vance is he's on the back of Matthias, and he is struggling a bit to find a way past. It's going to slow him down and give Terror and Mac Jagley both a bit of an opening here, possibly. Whereas,
really racing closely at this point here, Benz and Matthias. If he gets a good exit, I think there's no way that Matthias is going to be able to defend here. Does he get it though?
Okay, yeah, he's got DRS. Yeah, he's got a great exit there. Matthias goes to the inside. Vance takes as much slipstream as he can, goes to the outside. Now he is already ahead, and I believe that is the move done before the corner even begins. Yeah, well done from Vance. Gets a bit on the grass there, Matthias, and now Jagley's going to be on the prowl here for him as well. He's going to be in the slipstream. He's going to pull to the inside here. Down the inside he goes.
Do they touch? They do touch.
They make a bit of contact there. Nothing to put each other off, though, luckily. Terror's there now in the fight. He's a little bit in the back, and Jagley gets the move done as well. So, just like he did on Noel, I believe. It's the same thing. Gets the move done right there, right as Vance gets it done, too, so he can still keep following him. Great racing from both of them.
Yep. And meanwhile, behind Matthias goes a little bit wide, and Terror, who actually just did the move as well. Shit, I'm being trolled by the observer settings here.
Yeah, well done from Terror. He is up into the points now. He does not have to stop, so this is working out well for him. Jack does have to stop too, so Jack's gonna actually lose out from this. I think everyone's gonna move up one position. So Pala puts in the fastest lap, whereas Speedy's already pit. I'm sorry we missed that, but
yeah, Speedy did pit with a one lap fresher tires. Not gonna help much at the end of the race, you know, it's just 1 lap, but it still means that he was fast enough that the undercut just didn't work, and he's still got 5 seconds on Pala at this point. And Jeremy is gonna miss out barely on the podium places here with Revo and Pala being so much faster on the soft tires. Like Jagley and Vance still going strong. I mean, I'm always surprised at how much rake the Red Bull has. Like, it's so high. You look at the car; it's so high on the rear wheels.
Yeah, was it what is it? I'm gonna say Anonymous, actually. That's what I was gonna say. Lost my words there. Anonymous is, he's on soft tires. He is slowly but surely gonna catch Tipsy. Since those mediums are 7 laps old, Anonymous is on 2-lap old softs. He just has to bide his time, keep the pace going, and he will eventually catch. So we will have a fight there towards the end. But what Tipsy has to do in the meantime is keep his pace going. As I say that, he dips a bit onto the grass slowly there. He loses a decent amount of time for that as Speedy puts in the fastest lap of the race. Seems to be running fairly lonely, but probably satisfying race as usual. Always great pace from Speedy. So.
Yeah, he's really fast compared to. He's really the fastest driver I think around most of the tracks.
Yeah, Revo. I've seen Revo race. He's also a force to be reckoned with. Pala as well. I haven't seen much of Pala, but I am always impressed to see this type of racing, especially since I'm not really familiar with him. He has my respect. Even Buddy too. Buddy just had some rotten luck today, unfortunately, down in 16th. So. Yeah. Ocean Chief as well. Has been kind of quiet as well from him. So he's just biding his time, I guess, hoping for some errors from people above him.
But I mean, like the fight between Terra and Incognita is McJagley is kind of brewing. Has been brewing for a while, and now it's really the on. With just in front of us is also that Benson Jack going at it as well, but Jack is going to have to stop soon anyway. He's going to be so much slower. He's not going to be able to hold up Benz for long. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how Ter and McJagley are going to get it on here. Only a half a second between them. I mean, the fifth, and they're going right across almost the straight finish line here. A little bit of a lockup from Ter, but it's still maybe close enough to actually get something done here. And they're all bunched up. Meanwhile, Jack, sitting duck here, Vance goes alongside him, and he has to go wide. This Jack is gonna have to pit soon. I don't think he's gonna be able to hold on too much to his tires anymore, as everyone pretty much goes around him. I mean, McJagley just went around him. Jack is, and actually the same move again, you know, like Vance makes the move, McJagley makes it on the next corner.
Yeah, Jack still has to pit, you're right. So Terra should get this move done fairly simply. Is he gonna have a look through the chicane? No, wisely not. It's not a bad spot to overtake, but
it's a possibility, but it's tricky. Yeah, you have to be
like
alongside
this track.
Yeah. Except the first corner,
even the first corner is really hard to overtake since it's so narrow. Through here though, right here, you're gonna see an opportunity here. Yeah, he's gonna go to the inside. Terra's season opening here, late on the brakes, third gear, on the outside. Jack, takes the corner. Good defending from him. But Matthias is on the outside here of Terror. Hopefully he sees that. He's trying to find a gap. He backs out of it. Very well done. And who's pulling over here? Thimo.
I think it was Noel.
No,
it wasn't.
No, Thimo. Something's happened to Thimo.
All right, you're right.
I think he did he run out of fuel, or no? He's good now. I think he had to do something. Something's wrong with Thimo, but yeah, I was confused.
I'm not sure what happened. You know, Matthias is really close to Sarah, but he's not going to be able to overtake. I think it was really close to Sarah here.
Yeah, I was confused because I thought he hit something, but no, he was just going slow. So I for a minute I thought he had like an engine failure or something, and I was gonna say I didn't know that was possible in online, because it isn't, or as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I was like, what could it be? Because you know, maybe a puncture or something, but that also doesn't really happen unless you're stretching your tires forever.
It does, but I that was what I thought, but I checked his tires were fine. I don't know what happened there, but I'll get an explanation afterwards. But yeah, Anonymous is within DRS of Tipsy actually now.
Yeah, I mean the fresher tires.
Fresher tires, softer compound. Yeah, it's just all worked out for Anonymous. He'll be in P5. He's been driving very well today. He got a great start from 10th to up to 5th, and now he's got the DRS. He can bide his time here, if you ask me. He will be able to get a lot better traction out of the turn here. Yeah, he's already, but he does go a little bit wide there.
Yeah, just gains so much on the braking zone here.
Yeah, meanwhile, Jagley has a look at Bansi. They touch a bit. He's forces his way through a bit, and ooh, nearly spins off. A little bit reckless from Jaggly. I do have the over-revving glitch. My apologies to everyone watching. So, meanwhile, yeah, it's Terror on the inside of Jack, and he spins. Oh, and Terror spins, and he hits the wall. That is actually super frustrating. Oh. And I got a feel for him there. He was on the outside there. He got a little bit too eager in there. Maybe tried to go for it, and
I'm sorry guys, I missed it. But
yeah, I just caught it at the last minute, so I didn't see the full thing. But yeah, Jack gets past, and Terra loses out to both of them. So
yeah, you know, there's another battle between Ocean Chief, Thimo, and No Single User, who are really close at this point.
Oh,
and
yeah.
going into the floor, Thimo goes really wide, cannot keep it together. Maybe
I think
an
he's
opportunity.
I think something's happened to him. I don't know, but let's see.
I'm trying to check out his front wing, but I'm not sure I can see anything that's very different from the usual. So I'm not sure anything happened to him, at least downforce wise.
Yeah, meanwhile, Anonymous. Yeah. Anonymous is on still on the tail of Tipsy, but he is unable to get the overtake, seeing as we are in Hungary.
Right, and Matthias is gonna go alongside maybe Jack. Yeah, Jack goes on the inside defensive line, and Matthias cannot make it stick. Does not. I mean, he has a lot more grip, but he's pushed on the grass here by Jack.
I don't think he's gonna want to do a pit stop. Actually, there are only a few more laps, unless he's actually managing these tires very well, I should say.
I mean, I don't know, but when you look at the temperature, they're really extremely high. They're over 100 degrees for the front left tire here. So I'm not sure that it's gonna last so long anymore.
I'm not too sure. We'll see. Meanwhile, Terror, yeah, just really bad luck throughout this race. I don't know if he has a little bit of wing damage, but if he does, it's kind of doesn't really matter, since it's not too much, and there's only a few more laps. It'd be pointless to pit if it is looking at it from here. He might catch these guys, but I'm not too sure.
You know what? Anonymous is actually cannot get the traction for the overtake here. It seems that every time he gets on the first, last start finish straight, is what I mean.
Yeah, he's Tipsy is defending very well as well.
He's too far back.
And he's just too far back as well. That's the main issue. And eventually this is just gonna kill Anonymous's tires, because Tipsy will have the endurance over the grip. But here, Tipsy goes a little bit wide. He is gonna get a little bit of a. He might have a bit of a look. No, he's not gonna. But they
Buddy
are.
and Ocean Chief are side by side here on the finish line. Buddy with a defensive line, or maybe I'm not sure who was behind it.
Oh yeah, there's a four-way battle going on here, and Ocean Chief hits a wall. Oh, I think he got forced off there. I'm not too sure, but oh, yeah, he's got wing damage, and it seems to be a pretty decent amount of wing damage too. So, that's so unfortunate from him. Meanwhile, I'm gonna come back here though to see this fight, because this might be it. If Anonymous can get a good exit here, because Tipsy seems to be struggling a bit. Anonymous is as well, it seems. Yeah, I don't think that might have been enough.
I think the exit actually was better for Tipsy, because for how long he's gaining on it.
Yeah, but in the DRS and stuff, he's gonna need a lot more than that. Anonymous, he is yeah, even there, that was not a good enough exit. Losing the traction. Those tires might be overheating a bit. Lock up there into turn 2. Tipsy is defending this as much as he can, and this is actually going to slow them down to the point where I don't know if Bance will be able to catch, actually, since he is 8 seconds off the road. So, meanwhile, actually, we have another fight here for the podium, or on the podium. Revo and Hala.
Yeah, Revo did catch up eventually.
Yeah, they got back markers here that might slow Hala down a bit. Alright, that's definitely going to slow him down. Oh, and Stinger's actually got a AI there, so that actually did harm Hala. So Revo's gonna have to go on the offense here. So I'll keep an eye on this one here. Let's see. He gets a bit of a oversteer on the exit there. He has DRS though. He is in the slipstream. I don't think that's it though, unfortunately. As I said, like with Anonymous and Tipsy, Stinger retires there. He had an AI controlling anyways, so It's only a matter of time. Revo here now. It's DRS again, but again he's too far back.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it happen on this one. This one, Anonymous finally makes it past these people on the
Oh,
straight.
he missed it. Yeah, he gets him on the straight, so he did get the exit. Tipsy's gonna fight him back though here.
Yeah, goes
Yeah,
into
but
the
he does not
inside,
get
but I don't think he's gonna have enough grip to get the better traction out of the into turn 2, out of turn 1 and into turn 2. I mean.
Yeah, I think that might have been it.
I don't think he's gonna be able to catch up. So I think it's just Jeremy now into the top 5 from the one stoppers, which is really strong from him as well, because I mean he's 13 seconds up the road. If he doesn't make a mistake, there's no way that Anonymous catches up to him at this point.
Yeah, as Stinger leaves there, disappointing for him. He did spin off earlier. I guess
Oh no,
he
he's
called it.
only 3 seconds up the road. Sorry, made a mistake doing that call.
Meanwhile, yeah, Revo is still on the tail here of Pala. Hopefully he can maximize the exit here. We have yellows in sector 2.
Wait, Anonymous made a mistake.
Anonymous spun. Oh, that's quite a development. Wow, I'm sorry we missed it. Yeah, Revo. I'm back here with Revo now. He still is unable to get the move done. Pala locks up though. He might be able to, but he has a bit of understeer from the little bit of dirty air that is there. Wow. A lot developing in a little bit of time. Sorry we're not able to see everything. It's just happening so quickly, and right when we think it's over, it's not. That's that's really disappointing again from Anonymous. You gotta feel for him there. Driving so well, doing so good up until then, and then one mistake, and that's cost him so many positions. He's down into 8th from 5th place. But Tipsy now. Tipsy's got some breathing space. Good for him. Jesse gets a speeding penalty. That's a shame. Noel also pit earlier. Okay. I just realized an Ocean Chief is in the pits as well. He pit earlier for a front wing change, I believe. Terror is back in the points, ahead of Matthias, but he's on the tail of he's on Jack's tail, because Jack is actually extending these tires 24 laps, and he's taking them to the end. As Terror has a look, but doesn't really go along with it. Yeah, this is really basically the battle for the points now, because Matthias is there as well.
Yes, I mean, Terra cannot go past.
Yeah, and it's Revo on the inside here. I'm sorry, Revo on Pala. He's on the inside, gets the move done. Pala is forced a little bit wide, squeezed on the apex, and I have the over-revving glitch for him as well. In the slipstream, doesn't really have a look. Revo gets the move done. Very well done from him. Now he's up into 2nd place, or back into 2nd place, I should say.
So we get back the same thing that we've seen from multiple races at this point. Speedy 1, Revo number 2. And meanwhile on the straight here.
Oh, here Jaggly dives down the inside of Bance. He's been super impatient, and now he goes for it. Loses the traction. He's on the inside. He's on the outside though.
Terra and Jack, and Jack has got the inside, but Terra is still on.
Terra and him are fighting.
Squeezes him quite strongly here.
Yeah, Bance defends it. Now we're gonna watch this battle for essentially for 9th and 10th. As Jack on the outside, Terra on the inside. He's got to back out of it though. This is yeah, that's Jack's corner there. Matthias is probably really antsy now. He probably wants that points paying finish. His teammate is up in a brilliant 4th place. That'll be good for their constructors battle.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I mean, there's a.
You cut out for me. Sorry.
What?
You cut out for me there real quick. I didn't hear what.
Oh right. Sorry. I was saying like the battle between Terror and Jack has been going for a few laps, and I'm impressed with the 25 laps old tires.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm surprised at. 25 laps on. I mean, 25 laps is doable, because that's what it is. But to go how many? He's gonna have to go like 27. So he basically went the whole race on that. So that opens up some questions for me as to what a ultra soft medium stint would look like. I mean, I want to know what his tire wear is after this, so I'm gonna actually ask him, because that's actually really interesting. But now I think he's gonna be a sitting duck here, because Terror is gonna have the DRS. Matthias fell off the back. He made a bit of a mistake, and Jack defends really hard to the inside. Terror feeds it around the outside here. He's gonna have the inside line going into the next corner here, and I can see here that his tires are really blistered up from not from the onboard, but from Terror's onboard. I can see Jack's tires as he gets the move done there. I don't think he has much to defend, so yeah.
Yeah. I think finally Terra made it happen. I'm not sure that Matthias can actually with a second back and only 2 laps to go. Only a lap and a half even.
8 lap pressure tires, I think it's possible. This is the final lap of the race that Speedy's on, so Speedy here, he's just starting the last lap, I should say. So the main battles we have here are for the points here. Now this is going to be the battle for the points, since Terror is going to try and maybe or maybe not extend this gap.
I mean, Terror is definitely not going to be passed by anyone behind him. I don't think Matthias can make it past Jack and past Terror, but it's really like, can Matthias find the gap onto the main finish, on the main straight?
Oh yeah, he's caught him already.
Otherwise,
he's already caught him quite quickly there. I just realized that. Yeah, he's gonna have DRS now. I don't know. Yeah, Jack does not have DRS. Matthias, he's got to go for it now if he wants that point. It'll be pretty important to go for it right here. He's gonna dive down the outside, around the outside. He goes. Jack is defending brilliantly, even with his tires. But yeah, he's got it done there. He's gonna have to defend here into the next corner. Can he do it? Around the outside he goes, and he does defend it. Brilliant driving.
Does defend it now. It's going to be really tricky for Matthias.
Yeah, but now he's got to run up here. Oh, up at the hill. I don't know if he's going to want to go for it here, though. Yeah, he's not going to. He's going to wisely think out of it. I would not go for it there. That is not an overtaking spot, in my opinion.
Meanwhile, Speedy on the main finish line, weaving across the ground, and across he goes.
And Speedy wins the race here. Brilliant drive from him, start to finish. Revo gets second place off of Paolo there. Paolo in third, finishes off the podium positions. Congratulations to them. Jeremy with a fantastic drive from the back of the grid almost up into 4th place. An incredible one-stop strategy for him.
12 positions in that race, which is really, really impressive.
12 positions. So he was in 16th to 4th. Best of the rest, or essentially best off the podium. Fantastic job. Tipsy, P5 again, just like he did yesterday. Brilliant job. Bance 6th. Jaggly unable to get past to get 7th. Anonymous up into 8th, or from 10th to 8th. He was up into 5th. Unfortunate for him because he spun off Terror, able to recover up to 9th. Jack gets the final points finish with 28 lap old mediums. Very impressive drive from him. Matthias unfortunately misses out. Yeah, and
and as you said, like, maybe that opens up strategies that we didn't think were possible, because if you can manage your tires this well, then it means that you can potentially, you know, like fight for one stop with ultras, or
yeah. Thimo 13th, Buddy 12th. Unfortunate race from him, and what the heck, Jesse gets a bit of a tap from Noel off the thing there. But yeah, overall a pretty exciting race actually from the 2SRL gang. Congratulations to everyone. Great job to everyone there who finished. Great recovery drives, great fights up the field, and great defending all around. And Speedy with a, as usual, commanding drive, as we know from him. Yeah.
I love the chubby kid face. I think it's my favorite. I think it looks like, you know, it looks like one of the esports pro.
Yeah, Brendan Lee.
Yeah, Brendan Lee.
I don't know if they I think they put him in the game actually. Like they put like one of the things there.
So that would be Brendan Lee.
Yeah, that's actually him. I think.
Because he won the.
Yeah, he won last year.
Season.
So and he won it again, so he's gonna be here. So here's your grid here, or your final finishing position. I'm gonna give I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I'm gonna give my driver of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna give my driver of the day to Jeremy for sure.
Yeah,
fantastic drive from him. 16th on the grid, P4 in the end. He made that one stop last so well, and so did Tipsy. But I gotta hand it to Jeremy. Very well done. Even Terror, Terror from last to 9th. Very well done. But still, yeah, it was overall a really fantastic run from everyone. Really proud of all the 2SRL guys. So, anyways,
yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for having us, ZAMAJors. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I apologize for all the technical difficulties within the stream or within my stream. Next time, hopefully, we'll have that sorted out, and the title will be fixed and everything. So, be sure to tune in next week. So yeah, thanks for having me log in. Thanks for commentating.
Thank you. I mean, it was fun, and see you next week, I guess.
Yeah, see you then.
Bye, guys.
All right.
I mean, what did I say? Bans did ask us to stay, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait here.
Yeah, same here. Right. Order some sushi or something.
Oh man. That was good fun though. Thanks again, as usual.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, let's wait for him now. I'm gonna close my game.
Shut up. Shut it up.
Yeah.
Ugh. Should have gotten some more water before I got in, because like I wanted at some point to stand up and just go like, fuck it, I want to grab some water. Didn't do it, should have. Yeah, well.